Hello there. Come closer out of the dark and sit around my campfire, why not? My name, is of no great importance, but the stories I have to tell you are. Witness 4 lost souls journeying together through a grim world of perilous adventure. Be warned, though, these stories are not for the faint-hearted, and once you have heard them, you cannot unheard them. Bear witness to the Vagabond Chronicles. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, where were we? Right proper in, it's a no mistake. Straight out to the halfling's pot and into the hearthfire of a pub. But surrounded by werewolves and poisonous cake frosting. A shame that last part. Bondo does love a bit of cake now and then. You have to though, don't you? It's a grim world. So after catching our breath, we found that the night we arrived at the slaughtered lamb turns out to be Gehemisnacht, where Moore's leaf grows bright, and well, things get spooky. Chaos, supernatural, werewolves, equal servings. The party's not faring too well. Dr. Dasher seems to be sprouting fur in places fur should not be. Teddy's made a structurally unsound and probably highly flammable pillow fort. Ziggy's dander is up, and Ratty, well, is Ratty. So, with a last swig of mead and a heavy sigh, I decided to go about my business as usual. Out came the axe, saving the day, but little did Bondo or any of the lads know how this night was going to turn out. Well, it is a grim world.
Hello, baby.
Wow, that wasn't the one I was expecting. But
I didn't think you were expecting that one, were you? Hello, baby. I was not listening to the Big Bopper beforehand, but I'm going to say that I did.
Oh, that's who it was.
Yes, again, sorry with the whole headphone warning.
I thought it was like someone's uncle trying to hold a fart in.
It's what basically the Big Bopper sounds like, isn't it? Hello, baby. Oh my goodness. Hold on, pull my finger, babe. Like that, right?
is that Elvis? Well, who's the big? I don't know the Big Bopper only through Simpsons references.
That's enough. Quite frankly, it's enough. You don't need to know much about the Big Bopper.
Okay. He died in a plane crash and was a zombie. Okay.
Something like that. Yeah, that's pretty close. Yeah, close enough. Anyway, we digress as always. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hey,
Dr. Nick.
Hey.
Hi, community.
Oh,
welcome back.
What's that, Dr. Steve? What's that, Dr. Steve? Oh, okay. No, Dr. Steve's not here.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Dr. Steve. Just say hello.
Absolutely not how Steve does not. He doesn't sound like that. In fact, the voice he puts on is not a put-on voice. That's how he really talks. The Ziggy voice is put on. That's not how he talks. But
yeah, he didn't talk like Ziggy.
So before we get going and introduce our quote-unquote heroes of the hour, I have a confession to make. I actually ordered a Danger Burger. He's overshot. He's overshot my street. He's on the wrong street. Shit. Okay, anyway, I have a Danger Burger coming in, and I'm literally going to have to get out of my seat and go and get it. But he's gone to the wrong street. I can see him on the map.
Neil's going to sacrifice the feed to us. We're going to... While he's stuffing his face with a burger, we're going to have a good few minutes of just basically...
I'm thinking about hiding from him. Should I hide from
him? Ordered... That's a weird way to waste.
But then as he's leaving, pop out and go, oh, it's my burger. That's me.
Did you order one or two in the end?
Shh. Everybody be quiet. It'd be weird if he knows that 70 people are here or whatever. All right, I'll be right back. Tom, you have the cons. But
I'm gonna.
Be cool.
Shall I introduce everyone?
Be cool.
Hey,
be cool.
Hey,
be cool.
I'm being cool. You go and get your burger.
Right, be cool.
That was Neil. He's our hungry GM. So
now listen, he's ordered 2 half-pound burgers, right? So he is going to have a heart
pound?
attack. That's
Really?
a whole pound of meat.
That's
Is
disgraceful.
that in
Probably-
metric?
probably-
Are
probably-
listeners abroad?
That is
Do you
disgraceful.
think he's got onion rings and
Is
chips
he
as well?
secretly a
No
trucker?
carbs are evil.
Anyway, look, let's do some introductions while Neil is stuffing his face.
I got a burger, and you don't got. No, I'm gonna eat it. It's my burger. Sorry.
That's right, everyone. It's the musical episode. We're doing a musical
It's
episode.
not the musical episode. It's not. We need time and preparation for that.
About his burgers for the next 2 hours while he eats very slowly. Let's talk to the speediest member of our crew, Pete.
Hello, I am Pete. I am Speedy.
Introduce
for some reason.
yourself and your character, Speedy Teddy.
Speedy Teddy, with the initiative of 73, he is the fastest of the vagabonds.
And the most
quick-witted
cowardly
and
as well,
all that. No. It's a static How's Your Father. We discussed this on the Vermintide.
We did do that actually. Yeah,
Wasn't it?
And nobody and everybody thought you were bullshitting. It's just a lie. It's just another way of you getting out from crawling out from underneath the term coward. But that's cool. Take it away.
Yes. So yes, Teddy Wheatpasture is a halfling. He is a rogue who specialises in burglary and picking pockets and the like. He has a mysterious past that is becoming less mysterious as people make NPCs to go along with him. But hey ho, it's a bit of fun. And none of that is yet real. None of it is real. But
It will be though. We're gonna make it real.
What's that? What do you
Maybe.
I actually missed most of that. I was getting like sauces and stuff on my burger.
No, talking about all the NPCs that seem to be popping up on our lovely Discord channel, which I'm sure we'll mention very shortly.
Let's have a chat. Why don't we have a chat about that, Pete? You haven't called me at all this week.
Look, there's a mysterious past, and people want to know the mystery, so they're creating their own.
I love it. I really love it. I think it's really cool.
All right.
Our lovely artist in chief, Hidden, has made a beautiful sort of wife, I think, for Teddy.
Let's not speculate too much there, buddy. We need to work out what the fuck I'm going to do with these people into the game.
Well, so do I. I'm trying to work out where to go with this.
A lot of mystery.
Anyway, moving on.
Tom, you've done a great job so far, Sterling.
Let's. Well, you just have your bang.
Do you mind if I take back the reins, or do you want to keep going?
Well, I thought you got to eat, dude.
You actually.
I don't talk with your mouth full. That's really not good.
All right.
Yeah.
Tom, take it away.
Let's say we can't say hello to Dr. Steve because Dr. Steve unfortunately is feeling not very well tonight. So sending our love to Dr. Steve.
Across the waves.
We love you, Dr.
Dr.
Steve.
Steve is a genuinely hard-working doctor. Of what, we're not entirely sure because it's been some years since we caught up with this profession. So we're not sure which place he's at in doctoring. It could be
Doctor
it was voodoo, wasn't it?
It could be voodoo.
Witch doctor, yes.
But we do know for a fact that he is hardworking. So lots of love to you, Steve, and we'll see you next time, buddy. All good.
Yeah.
You know what that means?
He played.
You know what that means, right? Just in boots. I'm just saying.
He's going to be just in boots tonight.
Boots.
Normally, Steve plays Ziggy Hauptmann. Is it Corporal?
Corporal. Yeah.
Corporal Sigismund Hauptmann, who is a sort of trainee warrior knight dude, who only does cool stuff whenever anyone's not looking at him.
It's like one of the most interesting superpowers that Marvel didn't think of.
Yeah, and tonight, because he's not here, his character is going to be Justin Boots, who is the same guy.
We're playing him by committee, aren't we, right?
Yeah, we'll probably play him by committee. So anyway, moving on from Dr. Steve, Jim Bob, why don't you say hello?
What's you next, actually?
Oh, all right, I'll say hello. Hello.
I don't want to say you're blowing this, but you know. Pull up your britches, man.
Wow.
Pull up your britches, says Neil with his mouth full of
It's not. I'm just saying it's not as easy as it looks, is it?
You know, I'm managing to get things roughly in the right order. Anyway, it's my turn to say hello. Hello, I'm Tom. I play Ratty and Ratty the Hedge Wizard. a wizard of hedges and topiary in general. When I go up levels, when I advance levels, is that what I become? Like a wizard of
Yes.
a shrubbery?
You're just going to evolve.
At the moment, I am. At the moment, I am a shrub. He is a shrub level wizard, and he will advance eventually to topiary level.
And one day he's going to become a beautiful blossomed tree where all the elves can dance around. That's where the elves live, Tom.
It's kind of a dark fate that hedge wizards eventually become things that elves live in. I don't know if I like that at all. No. Anyway, that's me. The whole drill. He wears a bathrobe. He has 2 ferrets that are kind of magically powered and do awesome things, which is good because most of his spells are fairly rubbish at the moment.
Have we got to? Do we agree to put? It's Noodle and Mr. Spidge. Do we agree that Mr. Spidge needs a top hat and tails? I'm pretty sure I said something along those lines last time.
Well, the bowler hat.
Exploring bowler hats as
I'm
options.
thinking top hat and tails now. I've been mulling it over the last couple of weeks.
One of them, maybe, not both.
Maybe not both.
Well,
no.
nice try.
He's got a neckerchief that he eats things with. He's quite
Can you hear my dubious sound?
Neckerchief
not just
on
have
a black cap, isn't it?
Does not have multiple outfits they can just change to as required, though. It's just like for comedy effect.
Yeah,
they
are.
Magical familiars.
There's deep pockets.
Yeah, there's deep pockets.
Yeah. I like the idea that they've got multiple costumes and Ratty's just got one.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. Okay. Anyway, moving on.
Indeed.
Jim. Say hello, Jimmy.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Jim. I play Bondo, the gnome tinkerer come militiaman come engineer. He's a bit of a slasher. He does lots of different jobs. He's
like a
has a mysterious past. So mysterious he doesn't even know what it is. And he is deeply fond of the literature of Mac Ivor. Unfortunately, he doesn't know that it's only literature. He thinks it's real.
It might well be real. We
anyway,
don't know. It's a great mystery.
Is that just a massive spoiler that you've just?
We don't know yet. This is the thing.
All right. Okay.
Because he's been kicked in, or he's had some sort of head trauma that means that he doesn't know.
I think, Jim, is that that no matter what it is, you completely believe in MacIver, and it's a thing, and you want to meet him. That's what they need.
Yes, we need to. It needs to be someone. Yes.
Yeah.
They need MacIver. Bondo needs MacIver.
Right. Does he yearn for him? Like a yearning?
He yearns. It churns and burns and yearns for him.
Churns and burns and yearns. Okay, cool. It's a lot of yearning there, mate.
Well, Neil, how is your burger? Can we have a quick review, please?
Yeah, so far, I've actually not even got... This is how great my meal is. I haven't even got to the burger. I'm still...
I was going to say, it sounded like you're eating with a knife and fork, and that would have been just
Are you a fries first guy?
I'm definitely a fries and slaw first. Yeah, you gotta go for the slaw. You gotta work your way through that slaw, those fries, those sweet potato fries. To get to the meaty middle of the burger. And I don't really eat that meat very often, so this is a treat. This is a special occasion. It's Vagabond Day, so I'm really excited about that.
So Neil, we're gonna do
really. My yummy milkshake and my amazing burger and my wonderful fries is really for all of you. You're welcome.
Well, you got a milkshake as well.
Yeah, vanilla milkshake.
Are you gonna mail out? Are you going to mail out a piece to all of us, please?
Already got the boxes out. They're already bubble wrapped. A fry each.
Oh, nice.
One fry.
Fries are the best.
Why are people taking bets on whether I'm going to choke? I can see that. Ladbrokes is closed today, my friend.
I think that's a smart bet. I want in on the action.
10 to 1, apparently. Or 1 to 10, which is way worse odds. Like, I think it should be 10 to 1. 1 to 10 is terrible.
Yeah, you're gonna choke.
Yeah, I don't think our crew bet that much, so don't be betting. Anyway, so I guess that wraps it up. Tom, I want to say
community time.
I want to say no. Wait a second, Tom. I think it was great. I have some notes.
I've got one note, which is don't eat your bloody dinner while we're in the show.
Well,
same time every week.
It's not. It is the same time, but I got caught up with things. I want to say well done, Tom. First, I want to say well done, Tom.
Feels slightly like you're about to patronize me. Carry on.
No,
not fun, is it?
In fact, I'm calling you Thomas, doesn't mean anything. I just one note. Kind of lost the professional edge there, buddy. It was kind of casual, like with your mates down video arcade, or whatever it is you crazy kids get up to these days. Kind of cash, you know, a little casual there.
Where's this going?
I like to think we are all friends now.
I quite like keeping the them and us attitude that I bring to this game. Like, you're them, and I'm us. You know what I mean? Like, it's... I'm joking. It was great.
Terrible.
It was great. This is just...
we get the picture now. We are the us. There's gonna be an uprising soon, Neil.
The peasants are revolting. Yeah.
Yeah.
The peasants are
Yes, have you
revolting.
seen them?
Yeah. None of you have had a shower this entire campaign. I'm just saying. No,
Anyway,
thank you very
look,
much, Tom.
let's
That was
keep on moving, because you know what it's time for.
That's right, Thomas. It's time for Community News with Thomas P. Rattigan.
My name is not Thomas, and it's not P. Rattigan either.
I don't know. I thought you'd want like a character to play, and it's like
Thomas
half
P.
your
Rattigan.
character. I just think it's better than just Tom. Well, actually, Tom's a great name, but you know what I mean. Like, here's Tom. Tom is a great name. I like the name Tom. I'm not called Neil. I mean, fucking deal with it. Do you know what I mean? You're called.
Anyway, look, let's keep
Jim.
on.
Great names.
Community stuff.
Jeez, this is a hard one. Dr. Steve, come back.
Please,
Bring
come
the brain cell. Bring the brain cell.
He was like, we're going to learn. He was like the
the
delightful
linchpin.
kind of the padding, basically between. So
This always happens.
Right.
So, all right, community stuff. Firstly, let's just go everything. Instagram. We have Instagram and we have a Twitter. Just so you remember, we put an Instagram and Twitter. We love it when you follow us on both of them. And we do big updates, particularly on the Instagram, of all the brilliant fan art and cosplay and other stuff. We just did a big cosplay update with some amazing stuff. And we will keep on doing that the more art you create. So if we haven't got to you yet, we will post your stuff. I know that we've been talking to a few of you about posting some more stuff, so we will get there. It just we have to just find time to do it. So thank you for all of that. We have a merch store, as most of you probably know. But if you don't know, go to Teespring and search for Vagabond Chronicles, and we have a merch store, and we have amazing different t-shirts and hoodies and mugs, all designed by Hidden. Thank you, Hidden. Oh, that reminds me, we have to say hello to Yogo.
Hi, Yogo.
Hey, Yogo.
Oh, hi, Yogo.
Thank you to them. They are the constant hand on the rudder of this sinking ship.
Yeah. Oh, Captain, our Captain.
Oh, Captain, our Captain. Thank you, Yogo.
Yogo.
Yogo, please put some links in.
And
I think they're across that already.
Jim,
Cool.
you're like really far behind where they're at. They are all over.
I haven't got my phone with me today, so
okay.
I am
Just
flying
trust,
blind.
Have faith, Jim. Have faith.
We have a wonderful community.
We do.
And then I think the last thing that we wanted to mention this week is that next Sunday we are doing another couch party. As some of you know, it's going to be an Among Us couch party. And the whole idea of it is that we'd love to get some of you guys playing alongside us. So the idea is going to be, I'm not quite sure how we're going to make this work, but tier 1 subscribers are going to get sent codes to join us in the games.
Yeah, so
in the Among Us
any of you
games.
folks that are on tier 1 subscription for the month, you folks will be getting an email which is sent via Twitch, because I don't have your personal emails, because that would be creepy as fuck. Sorry, there's no way I should have your emails. Anyway, it's through Twitch, and we'll be getting an email probably on the day, probably before we start the stream. It'll then kind of be like an honor system, right, Tom? Where the first people...
Oh
that
yeah,
jump in the game-
Neil has to stress that if you are one of the players, you're not allowed to watch his feed. Otherwise, you know whether he's
It's
Imposter or not, yeah.
the imposter or not. So that's the one honor system. The other one is obviously we want to try and make sure everyone gets a game. So
exactly. So people like join, have a game. We can't guarantee it's going to be fun. Let's guarantee it's going to be fun no matter what.
Among Us is fun.
It's going to be brilliant.
It's very
Do our
fun.
best.
So
Why
once you've had a game, you'll have to leave and let room for the next people in. And again, we'll try and take like a consensus of who's here, and we'll try and work out to make sure that everybody gets at least one game. Obviously, time is a factor, but I reckon we could get a good 4 or 5 games in. I reckon.
Easy.
Should be easy enough. Yeah.
So if anybody wants to join us and is up for it, we'll be sending it out to the whole subscriber list. If you're tier 1 or 2, it's the same list. And then come and play, man.
Yes. I
Sus
think
or
Neil.
done.
So Neil, how are you doing with your food? Because we have pretty much done. So
No, I need to do some Discord stuff first, Tom. Before in
all
the
right.
community news space.
Okay, PE, go for it.
Yes.
I'm 50%.
No, that's fine.
I'm 50% way. 50%.
Well, you got to speed up, dude.
All right.
Here we go. Choke.
Good grief.
Please don't.
So,
Oh my God.
for those of you who don't know me and those of you who do, I look after the Discord server, well, kind of, with a lot of help from my mods who are Shannon, Hidden Heroine, and Scarlet Moth. They do a wonderful job and help me a lot. But we've also this month had a lot of boosting going on the Discord server, which really actually helps us unlock better quality audio. So fingers crossed you're hearing us better today. There's some nice images, loads of new emotes, and I'm going to work with the mods and figure out what else we can do with that. So I've got to say thanks to all the boosters because they put money into the server, which is amazing and great, and I love it. So that's Vero,
awesome.
that's Rosethorn, that's Bethy, that's Elliot, that's Juice, it's Queenie, it's Hidden, it's Taylor, it's Lazy Boy, and Moth as well. So thank you all. You're amazing, and it's
You guys
really
are all
cool that you've done
amazing.
that for us.
Yeah,
it's great.
That's awesome. Thank you, guys.
So, and we've got the lovely image from Bethy at the top of the banner now, I think, which looks really cool. I don't know if you boys have actually seen that yet or not, but when you go onto Discord, it's got a cute little banner at the top.
Yeah, the little guys.
The campfire banner. Yeah.
Rattigan looks like he's kind of balding when he's got a toupee on. What's Neil's just literally just kind of declared victory over the burger.
Oh my God!
Look, here he comes.
I have to get off the mic for a second. That was. I don't know if you heard my exclamation of happiness.
Can I just imagine you pacing around your room, kind of?
I'm trying to work it off now. I'm trying to work with the system to try and get that burger down. You know.
He's going to get a stitch.
That was. I'm not. I'm bordering stitch, but I'm going to push through it. I'm going to breathe through it.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. So.
All right. So Neil, we are gonna roll some play.
Let's roll some play.
Oh, let's talk about Warhammer. Let's talk about Warhammer in the old world and all that stuff.
Let's talk about Warhammer. So this is the channel where you can.
That's why we're all here, really.
That's why you're all here. Here's the channel where you can ask any question about Warhammer but you were too afraid to ask. Namely, what the fuck is Warhammer? I'm glad you asked that question. So brilliant segue. Thank you very much. Round of applause.
Very smooth.
Thank you. One person. So this is the world map you can see in front of you. If you want to look on the top left-hand corner, this is the world map of Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay and also Warhammer Fantasy Battle. This is before the Age of Sigmar, so if anybody starts questioning, oh, it doesn't exist anymore, the Age of Sigmar. You know what? Not a fan of Age of Sigmar. Stick it in your ear. Don't like Age of Sigmar very much. This is the pre-world to that. This is first edition rules of roleplay. I find them quite malleable. We also tear up some of the rules sometimes. We have our own house rules. So if you are playing along, you may notice some of the rules that you'll... Wow, this burger is really just fighting its way back up, man. It's just... Stay down, burger. Okay, so you might find that this world...
This is one of the greatest mistakes in broadcasting history.
You know, I would like one of those chat shows to
10 minutes time, Neil projectile vomits and burger.
You know, we could start one of those movements on Instagram or TikTok or something. The burger challenge. It'll just be a stupid fucking dumb challenge that all celebrities get involved with, and I don't know why they do that, just because they're bored. And it'll be like a chat show host will try and eat a burger through a chat, and yeah, maybe I should. That's irresponsible. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Anyway,
maybe we should because of that.
Anyway, look,
Warhammer. So Warhammer Warhammer. This is the first edition rules. We tear it up. We've got some of our own rules. It's a percentile-based game, which we'll get into later. But if you look on the map, that looks very much like our world, including where the fabled Atlantis is supposed to be in Greek mythology, which is slap bang in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Ours is obviously the old world, which is very different. However, you can clearly see there's the African continent, there's South America, North America, and Europe. Most of our game really focuses in on the old world, which is the Empire. which is Brittany, you can see there, which is like France, Astilia on the left-hand side, right where Spain should be, Tilia, whereas Italy. You also have like Morocco, which is like Araby down there. And you have and the Holy Roman Empire, which is what's called the Empire. This is all based very much in Renaissance and Reformation period. So think 15. You don't understand. I am mastering this burger. This burger shall not.
I can tell, but it sounds like there's a battle going on within you.
There is, but my esophagus and my stomach are my stalwart captains, and they're just kicking the fuck out of this.
This episode of Vagabond Chronicles, the real battle will be within Neil.
Tom,
he's been critted by his burger.
Tom, isn't the real battle within all of us?
Logan, Loki.
I ate like an hour ago, so my battle is done and dusted,
Tom,
my friend. But
metaphorically speaking, isn't the real battle of life inside us all? Okay, so going back to what the fuck I was talking about. So we're thinking 15th, 16th century Renaissance and Reformation period. So steam as opposed to electricity, for instance. Coal isn't used very much. It's more like wood burning. Swords, daggers, all that kind of stuff.
Gunpowder is existing. There's gunpowder weaponry.
It's quite scarce, yeah. So original flintlock pistols and things like that. Obviously, there's also magic, which comes into it, and the many great denizens and also races amongst the world. So there's not just humans, there's halflings, not hobbits, halflings and dwarves and elves and lots of all manners of kind of chaotic and strange wonderful creature. Magic is a thing, but it's not like D&D. So it's not a huge thing where there's lots of fucking magic flying. Everybody's got magic carpet and how boring. Have got the latest model, flat magic carpet, whatever.
We can get magic carpets.
No, I'm not. You're not.
Oh,
no.
It's got a carpet.
No.
Not everyone, just one of us.
Yeah.
It is not a thing if I say it's a thing, unless I actually say this is actually a thing. I'm just saying. Pete. Put your hands underneath your legs. Okay, sit up straight.
Sit on your hands.
I actually am, but okay.
Such a guess. So anyway, so magic is a thing, but it's not a big thing. Therefore, people like Ratigan, for instance, who's an unlicensed wizard, can get into an awful lot of trouble with displays of magic when they clearly don't have a license for that. It's heavily regulated, heavily licensed, and witch hunters go around burning people quicker than Neil kills his you can say Neil kills his darlings at the stake for witchcraft and heresy and all that stuff. Which brings us to the other point. Chaos is rampant through the world. In the northern wastes and the northern plains of chaos, the realm of chaos, and also within society as well. So there's a lot of paranoia. It's a really weird time, and it's a grim world of Paris adventure, folks. That's everything I think you need to know right now. We are currently... Let's go... Can I invite the boys, the lads, to the table?
Zoom. Sorry, I just had to do... So my dog had a tick, so I just had to remove it. Sorry, guys. Might have been distracted.
You performed doggy surgery during...
I did.
Cool.
Wow.
I live in a tick-infested area, so I've got like anti-tick tools. But it's like, oh my god,
you have anti-tick tools. Do you have ticks?
Yeah.
This feels
I've
like
had ticks.
This feels like we should leave it behind.
I don't know, Tom.
Sorry.
Let's lean into it. Let's lean into the
Keep
tick
moving on.
It was important enough for me to stop going to the table. So why don't we just lean into this a bit more? What do you think, Pete?
No, Loki is good now.
Has he lost a lot of blood? Is Loki okay, your dog?
He's staring at me and has treats, so he's fine.
Good. I have treats. I have a vanilla milkshake. It's mine. I'm not sharing this. All right, let's move to the table. Bam! Here we go, folks. Welcome back.
So we were about to get assaulted by a lot of werewolves.
You were
indeed. To remember.
So if we remember from last time, here is Ratigan looking rather sponduli in his new... Is that a new bathrobe or is it the same bathrobe? I forget. Same thing.
So I haven't sourced a bathrobe from this inn. That's I mean, it was definitely in the back of my mind, but
put a pin in that. But
right now, werewolves are all over the front, back, sides, and you do
have a lot of pocket.
Bottom of my mind.
You do have a lot of butter in your pockets, so
they grab a lot of butter. I got a lot of new butter in my pockets, which is for spells. It's not some weird butter thing that I've got going on.
Well, it might be both. So that's where Tom's at. This is where Ratigan is. Behind him is Bondo, who was knocking very surreptitiously on the door to the kitchen where the innkeeper and his wife and potentially the chef has left. Here we have Ziggy, played by everybody. And we have this is a pillow fort. That's right.
Teddy's in a
Yeah.
pillow fort.
No, I think Teddy's actually not. Teddy's on the stairs. Because
I was
he
on the
get out of
stairs,
it?
yes.
yeah, he got out. This is the
Well, Bondo
halfling-
destroyed it, didn't he?
Bondo Michael bayed half of it. That's what all this black stuff over here is like. All the pillows going ba-boom in slow motion, like ah. I think he might have jumped out like ah, like that. You can't really see what I'm doing, but believe me, it was epic. That's like slow
Remind
motion,
me because I didn't hear the. Why did Bondo blow up the pillow fort?
It was a call to action. He just went, I'm going to step out of the... He didn't say he was going to carefully get out. He just went, I'm going to leave the pillow fort. I'm going to step out of it. So I just said, okay, you burst through it because it's a fucking pillow fort.
Oh, I see. He literally dove.
Yeah, it just all that time just wasted. Thanks, Bondo.
Yeah, Jim, you just like burst out, didn't you? You like call to arms. Right?
Yep.
Yep.
Shit needed doing.
That's right, man. A few words. Loving it.
Did you then toot on a little horn?
Cool.
Bundle's getting out of here.
So here we have the halfling trader that was alive because she didn't get to eat the cake, although she was totally about to. And then we have what's his face, the coward. I'm gonna say Teddy. Teddy's over here on the stairs. One thing, folks, you may hear a whole bunch of accents flying around. Because this is, by the way, they're over here, up here in the Grey Mountains. You might hear a whole bunch of accents flying around. Now, I just want to say, Angela Merkel and Macron is actually they're very big fans of ours. They're in the Chaos Crew, I believe. They're cool with it. But basically, you may hear a bunch of accents. These are old world accents, folks. These are not our world accents. They may sound perilously close to them, terrible and possibly quite damning versions of the accents. But just to be clear, an old world accent sounds a bit Germanic, is not a Germanic accent. It's not. It just is the way it came out, folks. In the same way that Nuln sounds very fucking London is not actually. Oh no, sorry, the halfling, the moot. No, Nuln. We say Nuln, right? Nuln.
Yes.
Yeah, Nuln is a very fucking London, but it's actually not so fucking London. It's Nuln. So just in case.
Yeah. Halfling was Scarce. Boggenhofen was Birmingham.
That's right.
There's a few around that sound very, very similar.
Home is Cardiff or Barry Island.
That's right. So the gnome world is Cardiff. So that's where it is, folks. I'm pretty sure that gets us out of any legal issues. Good. Let's move on. So we have.
Thank you, Angela. Yeah.
And Angela. Yeah, she's down with it. She's hardcore.
Angela. She's got a bit scarce as well.
She's got a bit scarce. Maybe she's a halfling. She's like
the tallest halfling.
Angela. I put on the German for politics, mate, but really I'm an halfling. So there you go. That could get us into trouble. Let's step away from that. This is all satire. Anyway, moving on.
Let's and we had werewolves coming at us, right? So let's get into the werewolves. So including Dr.
Dasher.
Dasher,
yeah, he's very dashing.
Who has appeared at the top of the stairs, turning into a werewolf.
He
right?
isn't. Yeah, he let out an eerie before he just stood. Before we cut the episode because it was an awesome cliffhanger. You also notice shapes emerging from the darkness. Very much werewolves. Although you've never seen a werewolf before, so obviously that's news to you. But they are seemingly encircling the inn, and you have managed to barricade the door. You realizing that the troll slayer and a few other people were possibly killed. Or maybe only one of you saw that. I think that was Ziggy and Bondo, I believe. So that's where we're at, folks. Holy shit, huh? I know. Great TV. Great television.
We're laden down with magic and silver. Crap, no, we're not.
No, you're not.
What do we do?
Yeah, so
we've got no silver. We've got very little magic.
To the kitchen for silverware.
Okay, I guess it's appropriate because it's kind of narrative, but we're kind of getting into like shit. I guess we should probably start from Dr. Dasher appearing and all of you lot going into narrative, combat-y initiative order. So the initiative order, folks, is Teddy, then Ziggy, then Ratty, then Bondo. And then second attacks, don't worry about it, we'll get into that later. This is a percentile game, folks. So if you see us rolling these dice, like these 2d10s over here, that's because we use percentiles mainly. Alright, take it away. I guess Teddy, you're up first, sir. What's going on?
So is the only werewolf in the building Dr. Dasher?
Yeah, at the moment, and actually Dr. Dasher I wouldn't say is a card-carrying full werewolf. He's like a...
Just got very hairy ears.
On the turn.
He's got very hairy.
Is he doing like American Werewolf in London, sort of turning into
a
werewolf?
A lot slower than that. It's more like going through puberty werewolf turning.
Oh, so it's like Teen Wolf.
His voice might be up here.
Really moody.
Oh,
Really
I
moody.
see. He's like
Yeah.
a developing werewolf.
He's a developing werewolf. There you go. He's an
All right,
adolescent.
I like it. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do a dynamic "How's your father?" and run my buggery towards the kitchen.
A dynamic. How's your father? Okay. Cool. So you are.
See, because I'm not standing still.
So you're not escaping. You're just manoeuvring your way to.
Thank you.
Regrouping.
Maneuver is-
Regrouping.
Regrooving. I like it. You're regrooving.
And if I can dive over the bar, I will do. That's
yeah,
it.
you can totally do that. Make an initiative test. The bar's quite high, -10.
Oh,
Because you're quite short.
the bar's quite high.
Surely, Neil, surely this is one of the rare occasions where he has to use Dex.
No,
It doesn't matter, I passed both.
No,
It's
not.
fine.
It's one of those things that I can't really justify that, Tom, although I'm with you on it. So that's 29. Okay, so you did a little handspring off what looks like a spittoon, and then you just flip up onto the bar.
Can I not just do it off Ziggy instead?
Oh, you
just
can totally
bounce
do that.
over his head.
Yeah. So you basically do that off his shoulders. You run up his body, and then you just like leap over.
Yeah.
And so he sort of goes, my God! And just takes a swipe with his spider sword at you, and just misses and carves a little piece out of the bar.
Jeez.
I know, right?
Wow.
Really quite pissed off with that.
Justin
he's
is
on
very
edge.
angry.
He's very on edge.
He's very he's not happy at all. Okay, so that's your go. Next up, I believe, is
Just checking. Are the bottles of spirits and stuff around here?
yeah, it's very much like a bit of Indiana Jones in Tibet when there's like spirits and bottles everywhere. It's like that. That's the kind of bar it looks like. So that's where you're at.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. So next up, I guess, is
You're with me there, aren't you, Tom?
I am, but I'm also wondering if we need to try and snap Dr. Dasher out of it, right?
Every man for himself.
Such a Teddy.
such a
Teddy.
fucking Teddy thing to say, right?
Yeah.
So Ziggy's up next. Ziggy actually immediately strides over as Dr. Dasher starts walking down, and he goes up to him and goes, "Ah, you're looking better, Doctor." And then just smashes him straight in the face with his. Oh, that's a huge hit. And he smashes him straight
Did
in
you
the face.
kill the NPC when we just wanted to calm him down?
No, he's not trying to kill him. He's trying to knock him out. He's genuinely trying to knock him out.
And
So-
this is where you roll a critical.
No, this is a strike to stun. So Dr. Dasher just goes, and he just goes, my Dr. Dasher, what big teeth you have. And he just goes clack and smacks him straight across the jaw, which sends Dr. Dasher flying over the banister, and he lands he lands on the pillows here, but smacks his head against the table, and he just like lands backwards and goes, "Ugh," like that. The fur's still sprouting where fur shouldn't be, but he looks like he's knocked out. Yeah. So that's Ziggy's go, and I probably will be relinquishing control of him because, quite frankly, you guys would have probably been killed. Okay, next up in the order, I guess, is our boy Rattigan.
Right, so I'm going to turn to Teddy, who's just bolted behind. And I'm going to go, have you got a plan? Because I am bricking it right now, frankly. What are we up to then?
Fucking heroes.
I'm just gonna. Well, I was planning on hiding out here and start throwing bottles at people.
All right, so I'm going to grab some spirits bottles down and pass them to him, and then we're going to... do we need
Molotov the
to...
place.
Yeah. Do we need to know
Yep.
how to start making Molotovs?
Jim,
is that
you can witness all of this, so tell
Yep.
me what your skill set is, just so I can sort of get a clear idea of whether it's feasible.
Because of the chemistry and what else is there? Prepare poisons and. Oh, God,
Don't you
what
have
else is
specialist
there?
weapon bomb?
No, not
You're
yet.
learning
You
that
started.
from
You
the manual.
started.
Oh, I
then,
failed
so-
that roll. Remember?
Oh yeah, but you could flip through the manual. Let's say. I'm going to
Okay.
the manual on you.
Well, I'm just thinking, is there not a candle on the bar?
Yep, there are candles in the bar.
There are lanterns and such like.
yeah, so if you
know,
throw,
this isn't
if
an
you
era
throw
of
a bottle
gaslight,
with a
is it,
candle
so?
in it, it'll take about an hour or so to explode, but that's possible, I guess.
Oh no, I mean light the thing from the candle.
I'm
you
joking.
better.
I'm just... so yeah, but are you going to? Do you have the wherewithal? Let's make an intelligence test then. Plus 10 because you have a little like the young arsonist's manual, the young arsonist's fact book, to work out whether or not you can work it out. So plus 10, you can flip through it you can thumb through it very quickly. Yep.
66 is
Okay.
not even with luck.
All right, so you sort of remember there's like a thing about improvised explosives and things like that, but you sort of thumb through, you can't find it, and you're not really sure how to make it. So all of you know, obviously, that this stuff is flammable because that's kind of common knowledge. To turn it into a Molotov,
I guess Ratty at the moment just thinks he's going to start throwing bottles.
that makes sense. Yeah.
I'm just going to
Except
throw
for afterwards.
wearables.
Alrighty, so you're just going to basically just have to chuck it, so you won't be able to you won't be able to necessarily turn them into Molotovs or anything like that. All right, cool. Up next is actually, I guess, Bondo, right?
Right. Well, Bondo wants to go through this door because Bondo thinks whoever's behind this whole thing is behind this door.
Behind that door.
Oh,
You don't go to
Yes.
that door, sir. That's a terrible door to go through. Okay, so you're gonna try and go through this door. Okay, what are you gonna do then? Tell me. Walk me through the door opening.
Right. Holding my axe in my right hand.
Yep.
Sorry. Holding the axe in my right hand, in Bondo's right hand, I'll open the door with my left, stick my head round cautiously.
Okay, so you say this out loud, and work out your plan. You say it out loud in front of the other two guys, and then you grab the door with your left hand, and it doesn't budge because it's locked. But I like the
Okay,
fact
I'll
you
go
went,
at it with the
Bondo's
axe.
going to take his axe in his right hand, or take his left hand, open the door. And both you, like Steve and both Ratigan and like Teddy, just look at each other like, okay, yeah, please do that. Right. What are you gonna do there? So I can give you another action because obviously a door opening is not a huge amount of time, really, is it?
Teddy, little man, you're good at opening things, I reckon. Bondo reckons you've got skills when it comes to opening locked doors. Why do you have a little look-see at that?
Is he, dude? That's really racist. Just because he's a halfling doesn't mean he's a fifth. Oh yeah. That's
No,
right.
yeah, I can do that really well. Yeah, that's all good.
Yeah, I just, yeah, I know.
I'm not even lying, it.
All right. So okay, cool. So you can say that. That's sort of your 6 seconds of go, if that's all right. Next, you hear minstrel Wavy Davy Bowie. Sort of starts.
Oh yeah.
He's like going. He starts walking and goes, "Oh my, this is really quite funky and strange." And Wavy Davy Bowie's not entirely sure what's going on, but oh my. And he sort of looks around and goes,
Davy, go barricade the bloody doors.
Barricade? I'm just a minstrel. I could possibly, like, maybe discern them with a wonderful rendition, something quite rousing.
Just hold the door shut a bit longer.
Which door?" And he looks at the front and the back door. There's 2 doors there. There's one.
The
on the
front
exit.
bloody doors.
He goes, okay. He starts walking towards it, like running towards it, trying to like,
Sucker.
throw into it. As he does that, the doors just go ba-boom, ba-boom, like that, and start smashing. And he immediately backs away and goes, "Wavy Davy thinks you're full of shit," and then just ducks behind the table. As these doors are now starting to be battered, you also see like there's now these clear faces like against the window panes going. No, they're kind of like their snouts are pressed against the window panes, and like there's like big billows of air like misting up all the windows. You also see that there looks to be like a whole variant or a whole bunch of variants of these werewolf creatures. Some are quite small, almost like a pack wolf turned up on its hind legs, I guess. Whereas there's a couple you notice are much bigger than those ones. They're not actually. Thankfully, they're not like close to the windows or anything. They look like they're sending the little ones through, but they're fucking big creatures. These things. Like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many roughly?
You don't know. There's a lot. I mean, I just say there's a lot.
All right. Okay.
The
This is
howling
going to
that
be
you'll
another
hear
one of
goes-
those ones where Neil kills us.
Absolutely not. That's absolutely,
Another horde.
that's absolutely not going to happen this time, Tom. Sorry, just taking more of my milkshake. Something about death brings that me into hunger. All right, so what were we talking about? Okay, so yes, that's the go. New round, I guess. These doors are being smashed in. A couple of the werewolves are like screeching their nails down window panes. For those of you that hate that kind of noise, that's happening a lot. And you can hear some like barking, like that from outside. You, all of you, can you make an initiative test, please?
It's that time of the game where we make an initiative test.
And fail it. Terribly. This is not the musical episode. What was that? 90. That's a 49.
Oh, was that you or me?
I don't know.
I'll roll that one.
I rolled
I'll
the
pass that.
49. She's
I
bad.
rolled a 17.
considering.
That's a pass.
That's a pass.
Yeah.
And Tom?
I failed.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm rolling.
Oh, he's the fastest.
Holy fuck, that's a critical success. That's the best possible roll in the game, and you wasted it on this arbitrary roll. So, this, folks...
Like he has a choice.
Like he has a choice, I know.
I have my moments.
This, folks, is a critical success. A 0-1 is the best possible roll you can ever roll for a percentile thing. The reason being that 0-1 to 0-5 over here is a critical success, which means that you can perform something that no person has ever performed in
Godlike.
Godlike ability that legends, stuff of legends are talked about this. Equally, if you roll a 96 to 100, it is a pure example of Schadenfreude. It is literally Schadenfreude. It is literally the worst thing that's ever happened to anybody ever times 10. It's a nightmare. It's like it's so bad it's funny. It's very funny, very 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 funny. That's how
Possibly fatal.
Possibly fatal and deeply deeply hysterical. So he's rolled a 0-1, which means I have to try and work out how this could be incredible. This rolls a roll. Okay, so Tom, you actually do hear over the hoots and the whole, so over the cries of the wolves and the panting and the general like mayhem that's going around. You do also hear some other noises in the background. Coming from this over here towards where the stables are, and you hear the hooting of the penguins.
Gorillas in the mist.
What the hell was that?
I can't. Well, fuck it, man. Get some penguin noises for me to play with. I'm not an FX machine. Jim, these are your penguins.
I'm working on it. I'm working on
I
it.
gave these penguins to you in good faith that you'd have a honking machine set up by the time we play this fucking thing. Where's the honks, man?
Oh, you didn't give him any notice we need a honking machine.
He's on notice all the
yeah.
time. It's 100% notice. Notice is on all the time. Alright? There's always notice.
Bring me a honking machine.
Bring me the honking machine. Unleash the honk. That's what you hear. That's what you hear. Which is
Yeah, there you go.
But imagine that like more chaotic and more day. And thank you, Jim.
No worries.
Next time, snap. No, next time.
Oh, yeah, mein Führer.
So yes, that's what you hear. You hear these little honks in the background, and because you rolled such an amazing success, all of you, I'm going to allow all of you to sort of hear that. If that makes sense. Tom, you can also tell. You've got animal care, haven't you?
Yes.
Okay, something terrible seems to be happening to the wool penguins. What you don't know, but you know that they're in pain. You know both of them are in pain. You can hear the distinct differences between the two penguins, rice and cake. That joke never gets old. It's my choking episode for those that didn't know. There is actually a choking episode of the Vagabond.
Wow, this has got
it's not a choking episode like that. It's not like
we like to explore
roleplay. I mean, I actually
a kink in every episode.
It's not a kink.
It's a different kind of roleplay. Let's not go there. Safe word is no machine.
A Heimlich kneading joke. It was like one of those, like, I was actually looking around the space I'm in to see if I can use the chair to smash into my diaphragm to save myself choking. It was like a proper joke. So anyway, rice and cake are in severe pain. Something is happening to them of what you don't know. However, it is it sounds not great. You can also hear the horses thrashing around and the horses are screaming. So whatever's happening in there is not a good time. Yeah, that's about it really.
Great. Okay. Is it my go?
It is
No,
it's not.
no, it's my go.
Yeah, Teddy. So Teddy basically, Ratty says that out loud, which is why everybody can hear that. If that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, even though we all passed our test anyway, right? It's all good. So I'm going to pass the bottles that I've got to Bondo, and then start having a go at the lock if I can.
Okay, so it's going to be versus the lock rating, which isn't going to be much. You have to roll your initiative plus 10, is it?
It's dexterity.
Oh, dexterity plus 20 minus 10. Nah. That's a fail, okay. How much is that a fail by, sir?
What is it? Say plus 20 minus 10, so plus 10 in total.
Yeah.
Is that what we're going for?
Yeah.
53 would be my dex, so 34. More than 30, which is never good.
No, that isn't good. So for a lockpick test, on that level, you are going to have to roll I'll give you a 50-50 chance, but it might snap your lockpicks. You basically gets jammed, and you turn it with a bit of force, and actually at that moment something's going to happen. So can you please roll this again? And it's 50-50, 0, 1 to 50. It's fine. 51 over, and you break your locks. Ooh, okay. So yeah, your lockpicks break, snap off. They don't jam the lock as such because it's actually very, very thin. But you've lost your pair of lockpicks if that's your thing. How many? You had 2 of them.
I've no idea. It just says lockpicks in the thing, so I've
I'm going to tell you how many you've got, just so to be fair.
Yeah, thanks.
So you have 4 sets of lockpicks. One of them is now broken, so you've got 3.
Okay. There we go. That makes sense. Thanks, Neil.
No worries. You haven't jammed the lock because it's a really simple lock, but it is broken. Yeah. Also, you hear from behind the door. Like that. You think it's Wilma or Derek. You're not entirely sure who's actually screaming because I can't remember briefly what their voices sound like. Let's say Derek. That's Derek. Ooh, 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 like that. Who's clearly he's also a shadow slipper.
But Derek was a Brummie, wasn't he?
He's a Brummer, yes. Ooh, ooh, like that.
I think.
He's also an executive cover user, if that makes sense. That makes sense to you, Pete, doesn't it?
No.
He's an executive cover user? Like a hider? A coward?
Hider. Yeah, he's
a
coward.
It's been a long week, man. I've been working hard.
Wow, no, that was good, Neil. Sorry.
It was so good you didn't get it. Okay.
He's a large poultry. He's a massive chicken.
There you go. Okay, I should have said that. That's much better. I'm going to go with Jim's. Yeah, he's yeah. You know what? The moment's gone. The moment's gone. Let's just move forwards and forget, never do that bit again.
No, that was too good for us, Neil. I'm sorry.
Was that too good for you? Really? Okay.
It was.
All right. So you want me to aim lower?
Definitely.
It's a halfling. Of course you aim lower.
Bottom. Thank you for activating the wah machine. Cool. Okay, so moving forward, because this is getting very strange territory. Tom, we really need Steve. Tom, it's your go, so I believe.
I'm going to shout to Ziggy. So I'm going to... Is there a way to get out to the war penguins, which doesn't involve going through the front door? Is there a door in the side?
There is a back door here. This is the E is the exit for the back door. There are windows around. There's a window here, for instance, and there's a window over here. That's where you can see these little werewolf dudes running around.
Are they? So there's werewolf dudes out those windows.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's a good 2 around each window at least.
Oh blimey!
Right. You can't really see these, but you saw them sort of moving past this window over here to that way. So yeah, there's quite a few werewolves. You have no idea about the back. You have no idea about the side of the buildings. You can't see it. I guess if you went upstairs, you might be able to see more. And there's only one stair up and one stair down, which is what Dr. Stasher fell off just now.
All right, I'm going to yell to Siggy. I'm moving to the back door. Siggy, war penguins.
He goes, yes, they're an abomination against nature, but why are you talking about them now? And he starts loading up his crossbow and takes aim through the window of one of the werewolves. He's still on the stairs.
Okay. All right. I'm going to yell.
Do you want to move yourself?
I'm going to tell him to cover me then. Cover me. I'm going out to check on them.
Yes, you're covered. He doesn't turn around at all. He's just staring at the window. Yes, yeah, you're covered.
So how far can I get? Can I get out the back door this round?
No, I'd say you can get, because you're moving past the halfling Bondo. This is all. Yeah. This is the thing, folks. So combat rounds or action rounds happen simultaneously. Everything happens together. The reason that initiative is higher or lower is sort of like who has the edge on the other person. But essentially, everything happens within a 6-second time frame. So as the pick was being locked, Ratty is moving past, saying that to Ziggy. Ziggy is aiming whilst talking to him, blah, 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 and so on and so forth. So it pretty much happens at the same moment.
And they'll last you get about 6 seconds worth of action.
Yeah, basically.
Per turn.
Per combat round, yeah. So
okay.
Yep, so you can get...
All right, so I move to the back door.
Yeah, can you make an initiative test real quick, please?
Yes. Hang on. Roll.
Oh, it's rolling a lot of 80s today.
No, fail.
Okay, you put your ear to the door and you can't hear anything, which is probably a good thing.
All right. Okay, good. Good. All right. There's nothing out there then, obviously.
Obviously, and well played. Here's a top tip, folks. Your players may know things that your characters don't. Good role players are rewarded by XP, I guess, or just kudos, by role-playing their characters, not like trying to jinx, trying to, what do you call it, manipulate the game.
Game the system.
There you go, game the system. So always go for, don't let the rules get in the way of a great story. Even if it means one of you has to take a fate point. So, moving forwards. Did I say that out loud again? Alright, so next up is Ziggy. Ziggy's been although he's been aiming for a while, so he's actually still aiming. And you just hear this as he tracks one of the werewolves coming here. This werewolf's on top of the chicken coop. The other werewolf's actually jumped into the chicken coop. This werewolf's like jumped off the chicken coop, is now like trying to like smash the window a little bit, and he's going it's just like drawing aim on this thing. It should be ziggy like that. That's what he's saying. He's just on the stairs. Dr. Dash is still not moving. He's clearly knocked out completely. And Wavy Day's now running to where the stairs is. He's now like sort of stepping around Dasher and sees Ziggy and can't really go anywhere, so he's now trying to climb up the banister and to sort of get up the stairs into the top part of the end. That's it. So who's next in the order? Because I'm
Bondo.
Bondo. What are you gonna do, sir? You just hear this click, and you know this thing is broken. What are you gonna do, sir?
Well, bugger this for a game of billiards, and I head for the back door.
Are you not gonna bust through the door like a mighty hero?
No, they're secure in there for now. They'll stay fine. And the war penguins, I heard them cry, and I don't like them in pain.
Fair enough. Okay, so you're gonna head to the back with what's his face, with Ratty. All right, so you basically get to there. Ratty's in the way, so he's just listening. In fact, Ratty's just finished listening to the door and turns around and goes, "Oh, sounds clear." So yeah, obviously he's on the right. Man, I'm doing way too many things. I can't even think. So apparently he said there's nothing there. Is all you heard. So the coast is clear. Okay, the halfling is still here, being very afraid. So she's now pulling. These pillows are very slowly coming over her head and slowly becoming less of a pillow fort, more of a pillow mound. New round, I think, folks. Teddy, what are you up to?
So there's nothing actually come through the front door yet. They're still just slobbering at the windows.
Yeah, I should say that the windows are now being smashed. Bit by bit, but they're quite sturdy. Obviously, these are well-weathered windows. They also have like bars and things on them. Not very sturdy ones, but they're there. So it's going to take them a little while to smash their way through. But they're definitely now starting to pound against the windows, and it's all getting a bit uncomfortable, actually, Pete. Right
now. There's that little bit of Teddy in me that says I'm behind the bar, probably where the cash register is, right?
I want you to make a willpower test.
I don't think I even want to pass that willpower test.
I know, right? You just want to lean into the kleptomania. All right. Are you actually a kleptomaniac in this game?
Is he actually a kleptomaniac?
We've not got that yet.
Not yet. Okay, but let's see if that happens. Okay, Ray, make your willpower test, or just do it if you want. I don't mind.
He only would need a willpower test if he is a kleptomaniac. To be fair.
That's fair enough. You can just choose to or not, but you are sad.
I'm choosing to. Is there anything? I'm going to start like throwing bottles at the door while looking and seeing if there's anything obvious. Are you
just randomly throwing bottles in the direction of the door? Is that what you're doing?
Absolutely.
All right, great. So with the distraction of the bottle throwing, which is now going and actually creating like quite a pool of liquid around the front door here, you actually find. Can you read and write?
No.
Oh, well, that scuppers that idea of mine, doesn't it? Okay, so you're starting to throw bottles randomly, and you find what is a lockbox, like a petty cash box, but it's opened, and in it you see a little scrap of paper with a bit of writing on it, and there's also a key next to it. In fact, the key is like attached to the parchment with a bit of like string, but you don't know what it says because you can't read Reichsbier.
But no money.
No money, but it's definitely what should be a petty cash. You know what a petty cash box looks like. I mean,
yeah.
You know, you're not a new thief. You know, you're an old criminal.
Where's they kept all their money then?
Well, great mystery, huh? But you've got a key now attached to a parchment with lots of funky writing on it.
Hopefully, that's a key to a safe somewhere. Okay, cool.
Or could it be a key to the door that you guys just couldn't get through? Maybe. I know it's a boring option, but
just technically your kind of pseudo first puzzle. Wow, I've been so fucking lazy. I've been so lazy.
If only we could read.
That's the puzzle. Work out the symbols. Scroll.
Bondo will need to teach you to read, won't he?
Yeah, he'll have to read it. You're basically like the gnome army knife of the group. Do you know what I mean? Oh my god, my vanilla milkshake was so good. All right, back to the game. What are we doing? Oh yeah, we're playing.
Was it?
By the way, that this episode is actually a combination RPG and food review.
TripAdvisor says.
Hold the phone, Tom. That's a brilliant idea. Nobody's ever done it first. Nobody's done that before. I think there's room for this now. Okay, Vagabond Chronicles are sponsored by, no, this week will be the Ivy, or something like that. Band of
The Ivy. We're going high.
Aim high, dude. Because if you aim for the stars, you're going to hit the moon, right? So,
I'd be quite happy reviewing some KFC right now, but
Yeah, love thy burger in Colchester. Big shout out.
Big shout out. Okay, cool. Folks, it only works if you get the money up front. I'm just saying, we haven't done that. So let's powwow and work this one out later.
Jim is going to take this episode down and play it to them and go, look, I gave
Look, go on.
We plugged in. Yeah. Can I get a free burger? You don't want money? No, just take the burger, please.
Shut it down.
It's money by more burgers. All right. So, sponsorship deals aside, yeah. What are you doing? You swiping the key and the parchment?
Yes, absolutely.
Okie doke. And what are you doing after that, sir?
If I can still, I'll just keep throwing bottles and kind of looking around and see if there's anything else.
You've worked your way through at least like a dozen bottles so far, and there's a lot of glass and a lot of smashing, and this whole wall is pretty much coated with whatever it is you're throwing out.
Appreciate they're coming through the window, not the door, but hey, you know.
That's okay. You're in a greed moment. This is like you're not really thinking rationally anymore.
Exactly.
Okay, fair enough. Cool. Up next is Zygmunt. He's now going to take. Somebody want to fire for him? So he's got +10 to his ballistic skill. I think you have Steve's character sheet. He's going to take aim at one of these two werewolves out here.
I'm going to roll.
All right.
Do it.
Sound like a threat. I'm going to roll. 17.
Yeah, it is always with me. Terrible,
that's
terrible
gonna be
roll.
A big miss, even with +10, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So he fires. I guess. Ah, damn it! Come on, Ziggy. Come on.
Scheiße. Pull it together.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, does anybody just feel like, sometimes they're not themselves? Like somebody's controlling you, but doing a really shit job of it? No? 9? 9?
I bet if my good friend Steve was here, I would I would have hit that werewolf.
Ah, Steve. He's cool.
Oh, Steve, he's so cool.
Sehr cool. Sehr cool. Okay.
Very cool guy.
Really cool guy. Yeah. Okay. So he does that, but on a less positive note, the window's now smashed open, and as the werewolf the werewolf just like ducks to the side, and the window smashes, and that's enough for this werewolf to just take a running jump up and just scrabbles through, and just leaps into the room. Ziggy, he's got his wrist crossbow he just fired. Immediately draws his sword and shield and starts walking a couple of steps back up the stairs, and the werewolf just bursts in. So now you have, and then you hear another and all this kind of stuff, as obviously the werewolves are now alerted to the fact there is a way into the pub. Not great, huh? Ziggy. Boy, Ziggy. What are you going to do, folks?
My go, yeah?
Yep.
So you're saying there's a lot of booze. There's a lot of booze around the front wall.
Yeah. There's like a good dozen bottles of stuff. Like
smashed liquor.
And thrown all over here. It's pretty much coated.
So, all right. I'm going to turn around.
You can move yourself, by the way, folks. And
I'm still at the back door. I'm going to turn around.
Yeah, Tom, you can move your character on the board if you want. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, what? Just to turn him around?
Yeah, why not, man?
I'm not back. I'm not really good at controlling this. I don't know how to turn him around.
How do you? Daddy's driving.
There you go. All right. Hold out a hand, very Nick Cage style. Kind of.
Can you do Nick Cage's act? Can you do Nick Cage's voice?
No, but also Rattigan's from the West Country. So.
My name's Rattigan, and I'm gonna fucking kill you. That was if Nick Cage was playing Rattigan, folks.
And so then I yell, "Spidge, wire!" Right, and Spidge grabs a little piece of wire from one of my pockets and brings it up into my hand.
Okay.
And at that point, I yell, "Zap, you bastard!" Like that.
Okay, question. What is the range of this petty magic spell, sir?
Petty lightning bolt. It's about. Damn, I'm gonna have to look it up.
I think it's touch.
No, it's not.
Really?
It is actually a little lightning bolt. It's just like a little.
Really?
It's just like a really weak one. Yeah.
That's kind of fun, right?
It like makes a little. It's just like an incredibly weak lightning bolt, basically.
Okay, sure. So
But
you can go
it should ignite. It should ignite booze.
Oh, that's cool. All right, I'm down.
Do you want me to look it up? It'll take me. I'm just calling up the.
Let's just say it's just
realms
like
of sorcery.
It's a flavor thing, so that's fine. Okay, so you can do that. That's how many magic
It doesn't
points?
do any damage. Basically, it doesn't do any damage, but it functions. It should function to ignite
All right, cool.
the liquor on the floor.
All right, cool. So you're going to zap something on the floor, the liquid on the floor, and hopefully ignite it.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to make a little. I'm going to kind of do like a lucky test, if that makes sense. Because it depends on what he's been throwing. He might have just been throwing beer. He wasn't checking he can't read. So I'm going to do
Okay,
like a.
fair enough. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Okay, so you zap it, and then you get a little like what happens is there's a little pool. Where is it? Let's get rid of this. There is a little pool of fire that just erupts here, and it just starts burning. But sadly, the great pile of stuff here doesn't burn. So you zap it and it just goes like this. But this area here doesn't start burning. Sadly.
Okay.
But you have a tiny little fire now, which is deeply impressive that you did that.
Someone run up to it and blow it. Blow on
it. Wavy Davy, what the fuck do you want? Come blow it. No, fuck you. I'm not falling for that one again. Alright, so you've got a little fire going, but it's not much. The main body is not caught alight. Oh yeah, the two werewolves are now smashing against here. And you can see like another couple of the bigger werewolf is like coming towards there as well. So a very big outline of them. Actually, now the that moment the werewolf has smashed through the window. Can everybody, apart from Teddy, I guess, make a fear test, a cool test?
Is that cool?
That is cool. Yeah. That's an 8. That's a pass.
Nice.
No, the dice are just absolutely murdering me tonight.
They always are.
Am I rolling for Ziggy?
You're rolling.
Do you want me to roll for Ziggy?
Roll for Ziggy, please. Yep.
Yeah, another 80. Jesus,
Oh my
dice
God.
likes 80s.
Okay, so
Those dice are evil. I'm gonna quarantine these two dice.
Yeah, just throw them off the board, Tom. Just throw them away.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
whoosh.
Yeet.
They're so cursed they won't let you leave the table. Allow the god. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Bye. To oblivion.
Oh my God.
You come back. All right. So those dice are much like the dodo.
So I failed. So who else failed? Was it me and?
Everybody failed. I think.
Oh shit!
Ziggy failed.
Apart from Bondo, everybody's failed. So Ziggy goes, "My God, it's a breaking through!" and starts backing his way up quite quickly. At this point, Wavy Davy Bowie is also pegged up the stairs. The halfling is now completely. The halfling's mound of pillows is now just shimming and shaking quite a lot. Bondo is unaffected, but Ziggy, you've got this key. And you're petrified, and you sort of, I don't know what you're doing, because can you please talk me through?
I didn't see them, you said.
You didn't see them, that's right. Of course, you're tiny and diminutive. Okay, you don't know what's going on, but you hear like a huge ruckus and Ziggy screaming that out. And Ratty, you now have fear of the werewolves, so that's going to come into itself probably in the next round. Bondo, you're free to move though, sir, but you can tell that both Ziggy and also the other manling, the chinless manlings have freaked out in a very big way.
Can I charge this distance?
I'm going to say probably with him entering the room as well, you probably get there on the next round. But I'll give you advantage. I'll give you advantage on the initiative.
Fair enough. I'm going to take a charge and try and attack the nearest werewolf over.
Look at your little leg. Look, if I move it really quickly, you do actually do a little charging run. Look at his little legs. Whoop. Sorry, totally distracted.
Not as good as my legs in Vermintide, no. But...
No, that was pretty good in Vermintide. Right, so you're charging head on, and this werewolf is in fact going to come and meet you. So I tell you what, I'll allow you both to make attacks simultaneously, okay? I think that's probably fair. So it technically has initiative over you, but you can both roll at the same time. Both hits will land, Whether they do damage or not, we'll have to work it out. So if you want to go ahead and roll Bondo, and I'm going to roll for my little dude. Oh, what's that? 31.
31.
Definitely, right? Definitely a hit.
Weapon skills 52, so yep.
Okay, so basically this thing comes in and tries to lunge at you with both claws. Obviously you'll be quite short, you can easily duck underneath it. And as you duck, you manage to like drag your weapon across its midriff. How much damage do you do? Man, this burger won't die. I'm just really fighting this burger right now.
Yeah. What did I say? Neil versus the burger.
I'm
Right,
winning
so
so far.
that's strength 3 plus the 3, so that's 6 points.
6 points of damage, nice. And do you have Strike Mighty Blow or anything like that? Anything useful?
Yeah, no.
Okay, so 6 points of damage. Okay, what are you using? What weapon are you using, by the way?
My axe.
You got an axe. Okay, so you turn it to like the haft of the blade, and you slam it really hard in its stomach, and it just stops its momentum, and it sort of takes a couple of poor steps backwards, going like that. But it's still very much in the fight. But you definitely hit it pretty hard in the midriff. So let's just say, yeah, okay, cool. It's on that one. Okay, but you definitely gave it a good winding, so it's not in a good way. That's your go over. Whose go is it next? It's now a new round. So at this point, the other werewolves, you also hear this kind of. These two werewolves are now drawing themselves through. They're actually getting cut by the windows. They don't seem to care. You also hear some other smashes from around the side. This werewolf is still battering its way through. There, and you also hear this kind of strange.
Oh no, where chicken?
It's Teddy.
Teddy, are you okay? We heard your cry of help.
Rude.
So you hear that coming from obviously where the chicken coops are. I would love that. I would like Pete to one day like go, I'm going to move over here and be like, okay. Just like an unconscious chicken slip. Unconscious coupling. I don't know how that works. All right, so yes, the werewolves are now starting to break through, and this door is like pretty much coming off its hinges. In fact, the doors have this very heavy bam, bam, like that. So it's something very, very big is clearly trying to knock the 7 shades of shit out of this door. New round. So Teddy, what are you going to do? So you are not affected by fear, but you may have to.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah. That's the spirit.
Obviously, I'll try. Not yet. I'll try the key on the door. See if it works.
Okay, you put the key in the door, and it clearly doesn't fit. If anything, it looks like make an intelligence test plus 20. I'm going to give you because you got pick lock and you've been around a key.
Have we got? We have got a die here.
Yeah, intelligence plus 20. Yeah.
Yes.
You look at it and you suddenly realize this is very much like an outdoor key, but it's a lock. It's like a lock key. It's not like a door lock. It's like definitely a lock key, like something like meaty and strong and heavy and stuff. So. Yeah, that you definitely. This is not going to fit any door inside the pub, but it could obviously fit something around here. Okay.
I'm going to reconsider my positioning and start going towards the back door.
These are latrines. If you want to hide in a latrine, I'm just saying. There's a latrine there as well as the outdoor latrine. That's where cowards usually die, isn't it? In the latrines. What? Chicken noises don't get old around the desk. All right, so you're going to go towards the exit. Why wouldn't you? That makes sense. All right.
Well, because the front door is covered in werewolves. That's
cool.
why.
So it is covered in werewolves. Smothered in werewolves. Cool. You're not. Are you looking around, or are you just pegging it? Are you just like assuming the word?
I'm just pegging it.
Fine.
I can hear the sounds of windows shattering, right?
Okay. Yeah, you can pretty much hear howls and shatterings and terrible things going on. Yeah. Pretty awful.
Ratty, get that out of here. What are we doing? Come on.
Where are you pegging it to?
The back door.
All right. Okay. I thought I was setting up a. Okay. Recap. Good. All right. Yes. So it's now.
It's now Ziggy's go. Somebody make a cool test for Ziggy, please.
Not me.
Anybody
I got it.
76.
No, I don't got it.
Okay. He's definitely going, Teddy, what do you call these things that we do when we don't fight? My brain is acting weird.
And I'm starting to sound like Werner Herzog.
I'm Herzoging the shit out of this. I'm going to Herzog, okay? Yeah?
Show me the baby. I want to see the baby.
I want to see the... Yeah, do that, Tom. Do that. In fact, you should be playing a video right
Bounty
now.
hunting is a complicated profession.
There you go.
Yeah.
Alright. So he's now definitely heading up the stairs. He's like on the first floor. This is the first floor of the building.
So
And,
does the fear response mean we run?
It means that you don't want to go anywhere near them until you control your fear with a cool test. It also means you can't attack them or do anything offensive to them. And if
Right.
they attack you, you can parry, but that's about it. And actually, sometimes it means you're rooted to the spot, but I always think that's difficult with the entire group. So a terror will root you to the spot, which is a sort of more heavy version of fear, whereas these things just like freak the shit out of you. You're not entirely sure what to do.
Does Teddy running at me going, Ray, what the hell are you doing? Give me a chance to do another fear test.
Every round you can do a cool test. To break
Okay,
out.
cool.
Every round, that's automatic.
All right.
It's
So I guess
it's
that's...
you snapping back in out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So that's, I guess, what it's time for that, right?
Yeah, let's
Like,
have a look, Tom. It's going to go great.
I'm not rolling those 2 dice there.
I love the fact you're like exploring all the possibilities of 198. Oh wow, 98. Okay, folks. So 98 is a wonderful. Critical failure, critical failure, critical failure. All the things that can happen to you. Critical failure, critical failure. That's the thing.
The GM is so happy.
So happy. So this is a critical failure on a fear test.
I got a roll on. I got the one good roll on a completely inconsequential thing that probably didn't even need to roll for. Now this.
I don't want to tease you with this. I don't want to tease you, Tom. But had you got that?
You do.
Had you got that? Yeah, I do. Had you got that? had you?
What was it?
I'm trying to set this joke up. Hang on. Had you got the 0-1 on this roll? Not that it means anything to you in this universe, but in the universe you got 0-1 on that roll, everybody would have come out of fear and wouldn't go back into fear at all for the rest of the game. That's not this roll. This roll is the opposite of that roll. So I'm going to say that you're now terrified. You now have terror. Please take, and I believe this might be the first one. Please, this is the second one, I think. Please take an instant insanity point. And
okay.
Insanity points, folks. This is a grim world of Paris Avenger. It's truly horrific sometimes with terrible monsters. It takes a toll on the player's mental ability. And these can lead to disorders, which can be severe or quite mild or just more flavouring. So Ratty now has an insanity point because he is rooted to the spot. He is in terror. Terror means until he snaps out of it or somebody helps him, he cannot move, he cannot do actions. And I don't even think you can defend yourself very well. I think there's an issue with that as well. So you're not in a good place right now. You are in terror.
No.
You're literally pointing like that.
Standing in a puddle of your own urine.
Like this. In fact, the model just went. Look at that. The model went perfectly into the right thing. He's like, even his mouth is slightly agog.
I don't like these furry men.
And Neil, it's just to make you feel better. It's D6 insanity points for terror, not just 1.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay, so can we roll a D6?
That's all right.
Thank you. Thanks.
You absolute arsehole.
Thanks. Okay, roll that D6, dude.
Oh, mate, that was not cool.
I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. Okay, so...
Is this the return of the trail mix?
This is the trail. Yeah, this is the trail mix. 2 insanity. Okay, so not in... So, folks, when you get 6 insanity points...
I'm so sorry I didn't get more than...
That's okay,
Tom. Harder next time, Tom.
It's okay. We're still friends. So you get 2 insanity points. Now, when you get 6 insanity, folks, you then have to roll again on your willpower or cool or something like that to avoid getting the insanity. And then it just each time you get a new one past 6, a new insanity point, it's automatically having to roll against developing an insanity. But so far, so great. You've only got 2 points, but you are struck with terror, which is not good. Next up, I believe, is Ziggy always has go. Bondo, it's your go, isn't it, sir?
Alright, so Bondo is still toe-to-toe with the werewolf, so I figure we'll carry on along with those sort of lines.
Alrighty.
Right, I'm going to roll to hits.
64? What's your weapon
4.
skill?
A weapon skill is 52, so not even with luck.
I'm gonna say that you're winning combat. I'm thinking that you did it was a heavy hit, and you're sort of really ducking and weaving. I'm gonna throw you a bone and say that you're actually winning combat here because you did quite a meaty hit. So take another +10, and if you use luck, you'll pass it.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, I'm a good god, aren't I? Say it.
Sometimes you're a
Say
good
it,
god.
say
Yeah.
it. I didn't appreciate.
Love me.
I didn't appreciate the caveat there, but okay. All right, so yeah, you actually do get to smack it, and it's going to be initiative based, so you get to go first on this one. And roll your d6, buddy. 3.
3
Okay.
points on a strength 3, so 6 points of damage.
Okay, cool. So you basically sort of from having kind of slammed it in the gut, you then stand up because you were squatting underneath its claw attack. You then stand immediately up and you sort of change the direction of the axe and you sort of double hand it straight up into his jaw. And although you don't you cut his jaw, but it doesn't cleave it or anything. But you smack it so hard, his neck cracks back, and this thing just goes flying back into the wall, into the hearth, and just lands on the floor and just doesn't move. You're not sure if it's dead or not, but it's definitely out for the count. You can also see something real weird behind here. You can see there's a werewolf here who's now jumping back over the chicken area, the chicken coop area, and it sort of gets to the top of like this. There's a little wall here. It's like probably a bit higher than you are. It gets to like on the top of here, and as it sort of scrabbles forward, it just stops, stares straight at you. Both your eye contact meets. Its little yellow eyes are staring at you, and then immediately just goes and just gets sucked back into the chicken coop, and its head just flies off into the air. And then you hear this, and from the top of the wall, you see what it looks to be an enormous fucking evil, twisted, fucked up chicken. Just stands straight up and is gobbling down the head of this werewolf. Going,
what the hell is going on there?
Next pet.
Can you make an initiative test? Just Bondo and yeah, just Bondo.
Yeah, just Bondo.
Sorry,
please.
intelligence test.
I think you should take a cool test for that.
39. You probably should.
39. My intelligence is 30.
You can take
So
it on
I'm
luck.
going to try with luck.
Yeah, luck holds, sir, for the day. You've got so many points of luck left. That holds. You notice something that outside, you realise that there are these weird green shafts of light coming from, well, seemingly the sky. And it looks like very much like moonlight. In fact, you very quickly work out it looks like moonlight from Morsleb, which is, of course, the moon that rises every time there is a Lichemaster, and is often associated with chaos because the theory is that the moon itself is one enormous ball of chaotic warpstone. So this thing is now obviously this light is touching the chicken coop, and these chickens apparently have gone into like full chicken demons and are now just like devouring this thing. I'm going to say that you just knocked out a werewolf. I'm going to give you a cool test plus 10 because you're pretty hardy. Okay, so cool test plus 10, but but this thing is pretty fucking horrific. That's not going to cut it. You're going to have to do both. Yeah. 52. What's your cool plus 10?
My cool is 31, so that's a no.
41. 51 with luck. Is that going to pass it? 51.
It'll be 41 with luck, so that's a no.
Ooh, that's 52. With luck, you just. All right, I tell you what. If you spend the luck point, you won't go into fear, but you're not cool about this thing. So that was pretty close.
Okay.
Okay. And I feel a bit mean for doing that to you. All right, so you spend another point of luck, and you're pretty freaked out by this thing. You definitely don't want to attack it, but you're not like completely in fear of it. But you're definitely
It's also the enemy of my enemy, isn't it?
Kind of, but this thing just ripped the head off a werewolf that you spend 2 rounds trying to kill. I'm just saying.
Cool.
Yep. Okay, so what's next?
Completely. Just what do we do?
Yeah, what do you do, right? So these werewolves are now starting to like walk through. The werewolves stepped forwards. You notice one of the werewolves, folks. This applies to everybody, even Teddy, I guess, who's kind of furtively looking around. Everybody notices. Actually, not everybody. Can everybody make an initiative test, including Tom, because you're sort of facing this direction anyway. This won't get you out of anything, Tom, but it's just a
No.
It's
Say initiative. Oh, I failed. Damn it.
You failed. Okay.
No.
No. Okay, you all failed. Fine. Okay, so one of the
Hang
werewolves.
on, I haven't rolled yet.
Yeah, do roll, Tom.
I passed
Cool.
this inconsequential roll that doesn't mean
No, it's fine
anything.
because you're in terror. It doesn't. You're not going to be able to use this information, so I'll tell you when it's useful. All right. So one of the werewolves steps forward here. Ziggy. Sorry, Teddy. It's now your go, I believe, right?
Well, yeah. Is the back door open?
The back door. There's actually a simple latch on it, so you can just literally like a shutter latch. So you can just go click and then open it if you wish to.
Okay, and I'll do what I can to sort of grab Ratty and yank him by his collar.
Sure.
as
Make
well.
an initiative test, please.
Oh, you idiot. test. Oh, I passed one. Yeah.
That's 10. Okay, cool. So literally, you hit the latch, like click, and then immediately you hear this from outside, and you immediately slam the latch back on again, and the door starts going bam, 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 as what clearly is a couple of werewolves.
Occupied.
Occupied. So there's clearly what sounds like a couple of werewolves at the back door here as well. And he's going bam, 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 like against the door, and you're like, fuck. You can go and grab Teddy if you wish to.
I'm still going to try and grab Ratty by the collar and pull him up and like, we've got to get upstairs. Quick, come on.
Cool. Okay, you can do that. These things are not really attacking you yet or anything, so you don't need to make a fear test right now. You may do in a second though, sir. But yeah, you're grabbing Ratty. You can move. So Ratty can move at his normal pace. So you can drag him to the stairs. That's fine. Ratty, you're now being dragged to the stairs. You can make a cool test. To snap out of it. Is that your fear sound?
Furry wolfman. Yeah, I'm sort of doing a lot of gibbering right now.
A lot of on the buses.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
35. You have luck. What is your willpower? Or cool? That's cool. It's your cool actually.
My coolest. I pass with luck.
Yes, your luck holds. It's the first time you've used it today. So cool. You use luck, and you snap out of it. The little boy child who seems braver than you.
Oh, my furry-footed friend, my furry-footed boy child friend.
I'll allow you both to sort of like head a lot quicker now because you've snapped out of it. Especially seeing like the demise of one of the werewolves and there's other werewolves coming in. You snap out of the terror and you manage to start running it with the little boy, little furry boy. Cool. Next up is Ziggy. Ziggy, please somebody make a cool test for Ziggy plus 10 because he's actually kind of out of the danger element of it.
I fear my rolls today.
Roll through, hang on.
I know, right? What the fuck, man?
I roll for Ziggy, and it's 38.
That's a pass, I believe, with the plus, especially with the plus 10. So Ziggy, he goes going, "Come on, Ziggy, snap out of it!" And he slaps himself really hard across the face, and he goes, "Ouch!" And then he just goes, "Okay." And you hear him start winding up his crossbow and goes, "Hey, you down there, you alive, boys?"
Who's he talking to?
I don't know. I think it's his guilt talking.
Who is he calling boy?
I think all of you.
Boys. Did he say boys?
Boys.
All right. I thought he said you alive, boy.
Yeah.
Just about.
Oh, somebody's got their headphones out, Frex. Just to have a little check.
I don't think it's mine.
Tom.
Wait.
No, definitely shouldn't be me.
Oh, okay, you got it. Cool. Yes, you hear him shout down, goes, "You still alive, boys?" Like that, and you hear him like winding up his little wrist bro. "Come upstairs! Come on, schnell, schnell, raus! Up the stairs! I was clearing the area, making it safe, yeah?" And yeah, so he was sort of covering. I guess I don't know. That sounds plausible because he's not a coward, so I guess that's what he was doing, right?
Has my fire spread at all? My little tiny fire, or is it just kind of gone out?
Well, actually, one of the now that you're looking directly at it, you notice one of the werewolves is actually staring at it. Is just staring like slack-jawed almost at the fire. This other werewolf's like coming towards you all, but this other werewolf's just staring at it, and every now and again it sort of puts its snout forward, sniffs, and then kind of reels back from it. It goes.
Is it?
Like that,
is this the moment the werewolves discover fire? Like
yeah, you know what? That's appropriate for you to rationale that. So I'm going to say that's fair idea.
I just yell, "You're welcome!" as I get half dragged up the stairs.
So,
There's fire. Use it to cook things, not us.
So you're under the impression this werewolf is enjoying the discovery of fire. I love it. All right, cool. Okay, so that's where are we at in terms of rounds? Oh, that's your go. You're going to go up the stairs with the fairy boy.
Yeah.
All right. So,
so is it Bondo?
It's Bondo.
I'm going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going upstairs as well.
Bondo tackles a werewolf. Nice.
Okay. So Bondo, the other werewolf is charging you. You can meet it and enter combat if you wish to.
Did we just run past Bondo in the middle of a fight?
Totally.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, completely.
Teddy. That's Teddy. That's so Teddy. It's unreal.
Do you feel a little dirty by association now, Tom? Do you feel a little dirty? A little dirty, right?
All right. If I see Bondo considering I was snapping out of it around that, if I see
Yeah.
Bondo going into combat, I might change my trajectory.
I'm trying to save Ratty here. Come on, I can't save everyone.
You
You
can
snapped me out of it, which
You
was
can
good.
do one of those comedy like cartoon skid to a halt, like one of those things, and then just turn around immediately. Yeah, you can do that. And Pete, what's up with the middle class RP there, mate?
No, I was talking. That was me talking, not the character.
I know, but you haven't heard that much of the So Fucking London yet.
Okay, we'll get back to that. Okay.
Can we have a little tease, a little like super song?
Come on, Ratty. Come on, what are you doing down there?
That's what I want.
Leave him be. Get
That's
up
what
the
I
stairs with me now. Come on.
Has anyone watched that popular TV show, The Boys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Should we just leave that and move on?
Yeah,
Should we
that's all I'm
I told you we've already discussed that Carl Urban based his accent on Teddy.
Pretty
yeah.
much. Yeah, I would say both Teddy and Carl Urban went to the same accent coach. Yeah, we would say that. And by the way, folks, for the record, I love Carl Urban. I think he's fucking delicious as an actor to watch. His Dr. McCoy was brilliant, and he's cool. He's a cool human being. But
Dredd was amazing.
Dredd was amazing. His whole stuff, everything he's done is fantastic. So
In real life, he is absolutely huge.
Oh, is he?
In what way
Oh
that
my
he's not?
god! 2 German security guards take him round at a FedCon, and he towered over them.
Oh right, okay. I thought okay. I
Anyway.
you were getting at like he put on a lot of weight recently or something.
Oh no, as in he's tall. He's a
Oh, he's
unit.
tall. Yeah, I think that comes across in the stuff he's done, dude. Do you think? Does he look short to you? I know he's on a television screen, but really in real life, he's quite
Anyway.
tall.
It's a follow. Anyway,
He's
so Bondo.
Cool. Where are we at? Bondo, what's going on, dude? Hit me. What's
So
going on?
can I sort of sweep the leg of this guy if he's coming in charging too quickly?
Yeah, but you don't have street fighting or any martial arts ability, do you? You're like your martial art is weapons.
Jim, you're a pharmacist.
Axe.
You're a pharmacist. Thank you, Tom.
Recently tooled up pharmacist.
Mix him some painkillers and a bit of anti-inflammatory.
Yeah, give him some like give him some herbal remedies, and I just smear it all over his snout. that'll take care of that. Touch a
It'll
werewolf.
clear up in a week.
This will clear up and touch a werewolf on you. If not, go and see your local doctor. Good luck. All right. No, you can't do a cool leg sweep followed by a kung fu flip. You
Oh
can't
no,
do
it's just to twat him with the axe.
that's where you're at with your martial skills right now, and kudos to you for learning them. But that's where you're at right now. Okay, you can do this.
Fair enough. I will attempt to hit him with my axe.
Loving it, and yeah, that's a hit,
Oh.
a palpable hit, sir. So you got your D6. Make it happen, brother. 2. That's 5. Cool. Okay. So yeah, it comes in and you manage to, basically what happens, because obviously wounds aren't necessarily literal, folks. Wounds is like how much damage beaten up, roughing up a hero or a villain can take before they actually get seriously injured. So wounds may not actually make contact. You might get your sword in the way of another sword that would take you a few wounds off, or whatever. They're more narrative. So in this situation, sort of this thing comes flying at you and tries to claw you. You manage to get your foot kind of in the way of the arm as the claw comes up, and you give it a good kick, and then you come up for your next attack, which will happen after its attack. So you got 2 attacks now, Jim, haven't you?
I do.
Yeah, you do. So this thing's now going to retaliate against you. And again, it's sort of like one of the smaller werewolf thing. It doesn't look like it's like one of the big, huge, massive ones. It does hit you, and it's going to hit you for 6 points of damage, which is going to be the 32, which I believe is a leg. I think that's when you look.
No, it's right arm.
Right arm. Thank you. So on your right arm,
Right arm.
6 points of damage. So
Right
I'm
then.
gonna slash you. Gives you a little nip, a little love bite. Like that.
With 7. Oh no, hang on. Minus my toughness.
Yeah, so 6
Which
minus your
is-
toughness, which is what?
4. So I'm down to 5 wounds.
You haven't got any armor on your arm.
On my arm, no.
Okay, cool. So you're down to 5 wounds. So it takes a good. It's basically just biting into your arm, like like that. Maybe not with the because that's really silly, isn't it?
It just thinks it didn't know no one was still in season.
Yeah, exactly. So it takes it bites into your arm. You push its snout off, and you punch it back a little bit, and like that. But way more scary than I just made it. Okay, so new round. It's
Attack.
Teddy's go. And this werewolf is going to make a little testosterone over here just to see what's going on.
Yeah.
What's up? Sorry.
Got a second attack.
Oh, isn't that? Do we not just have your second attack? Sorry. Take your second attack, please, sir.
Ziggy also has a second attack. I should be pointing.
Ziggy's not in combat right now, so that doesn't apply.
Oh, nice. Not a hit.
It's a hit. Not a critical hit, which would double your damage, but it's pretty good. Whoa, that will definitely add. That's a critical hit on your D6 roll. A natural 6 means you get to roll your weapon skill again. And if you get under your weapon skill naturally, then you can keep rolling this D6. 27, yeah, roll it again, so that's another roll. So that's a 1, so that's 7 points of damage plus your strength. Your strength is 3, so that's 10 points of damage. And I have to minus its toughness, and then yeah, this thing is dead, like dead as the fucking doornail. So tell me how you want to kill it, Jim. That's the reward we will do that.
So nice, an overhead blow to its clavicle.
Oh, nice. So you're basically gonna
bury the hatchet, literally.
Okay, so you're literally just gonna go shonk and then just smack it over the head like that, and just split it in two.
Just carve its arm off, pretty much. Yeah, just let it bleed out.
Can I just point out that so far this episode, Bondo is the only character who's done anything useful.
About time, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
About time. I like the idea of him just fending off this entire horde of werewolves. Like all of you are like going, they're coming up the stairs. Like, yeah, that would be funny. That'd be ridiculous. I might throw in the GM towel at this point.
I have run around a lot, Tom, be fair, and thrown some bottles.
Run away a lot. So around.
And definitely keeping within character, no? All right.
I've been dynamic.
All right, so new round. I guess the werewolves are now starting to pile in. So they're now coming through these doors here. You hear this another one sort of bursts out from here, from over Sadneel's head. But respectfully over Sadneel's head, not like trying to smush it or anything. You hear a scream from the kitchen, a couple of screams in fact, and then you also can see this huge figure here is now starting to like trying to claw its way through the broken glass and step through it. It's fucking enormous. This thing is massive. These werewolves here are coming down, there and there, and you also Bondo, you can see like surreptitiously looking to your left. You can now see that there are 3 chickens, and possibly a turkey. It depends on what the noise is. It's definitely
a seasonal episode. There's a turkey.
There's a turkey. It's Thanksgiving's in about 2 weeks, so yeah, this is a seasonal one, a seasoning one. So there's 2 chickens and a turkey. 2 chickens and a turkey walk into a pub. I'm sorry, 2 chickens and a turkey. And they look fucking monstrous and evil. And this one's trying to like peck at the wall. And these other ones are now pecking at each other, and it's all a bit weird and strange. You also... can we cue the penguin honking, please?
Yeah, so getting it ready. I'm getting it ready. Hang on.
Cool, groovy.
The tension is killing me.
Let's move on.
Yeah. I think you do anything faster.
All right, so... what is that?
Right up.
What was
that?
What is that?
Very bad intro.
Very bad intro.
Not penguins. Yeah.
There you go. All right, so you hear another hoot, a very heavy hoot.
It sounds like a really crap motorbike engine.
What I had in Bournemouth.
All right, so yeah, that's what you hear. So you hear the honking, and the wolves start howling as well in the background as they're now entering. All of them sort of stop and start screaming and reaching and howling into the floor, into the pub itself. The mound of pillows has gone completely deathly quiet, and there's no movement. There's lots of pillows like this. Bondo, what are you going to do now, sir? You passed your initial call test, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Yeah, you don't need to make another call test. You're basically fearless in front of these fuckers. What are you going to do? So Teddy, it's your go now.
And then we'll carry on up the stairs.
Yeah, are you?
And
you're not afraid yet. You haven't really taken
No,
these.
I've not really. No, not yet. I've been too busy doing other things.
Okay. So you're just going to peg it.
So I'm still dragging Ratty by his collar as best I can.
Cool. So the new map is down here to the south of this map.
Oh.
Just over here. So if you want to grab.
Oh, that's south.
Yeah, this is my. Oh, sorry. It depends which way you're looking. So you're here now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're there. Anything else you want to do? Like, useful.
Useful? There's nothing useful to do here.
As you come up the stairs, you see that Wavy Davy Bowie has been getting lots of furniture from rooms, like chairs and tables and things, and is sort of like lining them up, and is now going, hey, you funky creatures, why don't we par this up and block the stairwell? Just an idea, folks, not that anybody else is doing anything particularly useful. No take.
Is it actually a blockable stairwell? No.
He's doing the obvious thing, which is like bringing stuff to barricade the stairwell. However, he obviously needs help. He's just one dashingly good-looking, talented musician. Sorry. So there's not much for him to do. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, folks? That's what you see. That's what happens.
Well, is it blockable, the stairwell?
Yes,
or
it is.
Does it just look like a?
Yeah, two people walking very close next to each other could probably fit in the stairwell, but not much more than that. You could probably.
We can't block it until Bondo and.
Well, Ziggy's up here as well, right?
Ziggy's up here at the top. He's training his wrist crossbow. You'll be.
So we're just going to seal Bondo up down there, and then we'll just sort of come down in the morning and just find him sort of literally covered from head to toe in werewolf blood, standing on a stack of them.
Like Ash in Evil Dead.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say, out of the multiverse, that's one possibility.
That's the good timeline. That's
the good
not our
timeline. That's the timeline where they didn't cancel Firefly. You know what I'm saying? So, okay.
Oh, no.
I know, right? It was fucking bitter blow.
Still too soon.
Yeah, too soon. Dead too soon. Okay, so...
Bondo, get your ass up here now! Come on, Bondo!
Hang on!
Hang on!
We'll start...
Hang on, I've got another werewolf.
We'll start helping Ravy Davy and Ziggy build the barricade.
Sure, okay. Ziggy sort of like sees what you're doing going, yeah, I was just about to say that. And he goes to get the table and starts dragging the table, like he literally pulls the table like that, like when the table scrapes the floor, like that across the floor, and he just digs. He's just backing this thing up like this. But it's quite a big round table, so it should actually do quite a lot. So he's got this table here.
This is what I wanted the pillow for. Don't you get it? Would have worked.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah, of course.
All right, Ziggy just slaps you across the face and then just carries on. He just slaps you without a word. He doesn't even say anything, just backhands you a little bit and then just carries on dragging the table towards the stairs. Oh, that's going to come and haunt me back, isn't it? All right, so sorry, Pete.
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone's getting shoved down the stairs.
There we go. Sorry, Steve. Your character died. All his fate points.
It's Justin, right? It's fine.
It's Justin Boots, yeah. So where we're at to, so that's your go, that's Ziggy's go. This is now Ratty's go, surely.
So, I mean, all I can really do right now. Is there any windows up here that look down on the penguin shed?
Which floor? You mean the first floor?
I'm up on the first floor. Yeah.
Are you over here? Okay, I'm gonna move you. I'll move to here. Yes,
Yeah.
there's a window actually here, where you can see out of, and you can see there is like a kind of window here, like that. That you can sort of see into where they are. First thing is you can see the fucking chickens and the turkey. These are like 6 foot, 8 foot tall fucking chickens.
Oh no, am I gonna have to do another cool test too?
No, you're not. No, you're pretty freaked out anyway. But I think that's enough. There are 2 chickens and this monstrous turkey, and they kind of look like this, but with more chicken or turkey kind of trappings.
Like you still don't understand me.
And they're now pecking their way through the wall, the sort of mesh wall here. And trying to like smash their way out, basically. There's also one of the werewolves here is now investigating and has seen that like the corpse of this head of this arm of this werewolf here is now growling at the chickens, who now start going like that, and they just imagine that, but just way more monstrous. Yeah,
you're loving that noise, aren't you?
I really am.
Really
it's
are.
quite enjoyable. I'm thinking.
So,
how about this, Pete? Buck therapy. Buck therapy. It's a new thing. Try it. They've got laughing therapy. That's fucking batshit crazy, and it works apparently. So try it at home. Like that. Just give it a good. There you go. See? Doesn't it make you feel great? There, you heard it, folks.
It does actually.
Therapy
chicken,
is now
chicken therapy.
Chicken therapy or therapy to those in the know. That's now a thing, and you heard it here first, folks. Now, how do I monetize? I'll be dressed up like in like a lot of linen, sitting on the floor, going, "Welcome, friends. Welcome to Chicken Therapy. My journey started." Yeah, I'm gonna do that. All right, so that's what you see. You also you can no longer see. Sorry, I suddenly realised what we were talking about, Tom. My apologies.
Yeah, can I see the war penguins?
No, you can't. They're gone. Or at least you can't. They might still be in the stable, but they're definitely not in their pens anymore. This pen here is the only thing you can see.
Okay.
You can also see like the leg, like one of the turkey gobbling down the leg of what looks like an ex-werewolf, and this thing's now growling. And you can also hear. You can see there's a couple of werewolves like on the roof here, but now they're like being called, like barked by this other werewolf, and they're sort of like jumping down, or like they're standing growling at the werewolf, at the chickens and stuff. So they're obviously not friends, which is good news, I guess. Unless you're a chicken.
Okay, I am going to shout. I am going to shout to Teddy, "Don't block the stairs until we got Bondo up here."
I know. I'll bloody wait for him.
You're not gonna wait.
Yeah,
No, that's a
Teddy,
lie.
he's literally dragging a table across the stairs.
Okay, cool. I guess it's now where we're at to. This is Bondo's go again, right?
Yeah.
Can Bondo tame those chickens? Do you think we can have like an army of bizarre animals?
Bizarre
no,
poultry.
no.
No.
Bondo
likes the sound of that.
Order!
That's the lager and a pack of peanuts. Yeah.
I'm gonna use that. What was his name again? His real name for the speaker of the house. What was it? Burkow. I'm gonna use Burkow's.
David. Yeah.
David. Burkow. Yeah, I'm gonna use his order every time that this gets out. And all those suggestions, that's where they go.
That was the bad suggestion. Oh my God.
That was pretty. Yeah, that was one of the bad suggestions. So we're having order called on the Chaos Chickens joining your party because it's hard enough that you got penguins, the man. I'm just saying, it's just hard enough. Let's put a pin in it, Peter. Okay, and Jim. All right, so Jim, what are you gonna do? Most importantly, what are you gonna do?
Right, I'm actually concerned about the person under the pillow fort. Did I see them go in there?
Good question.
Sorry, did Bondo see her go in there?
I think you did. Yes, I'm pretty sure it was happened pretty close proximity, so I think you'd be aware of her being there.
Do I know a name?
No, you do not. No.
I suppose the best I can do is right then, you under the pillow fort, get upstairs now.
Okay, make a leadership test because you're trying to. Obviously, this person is deeply scared. So you can make a leadership test, try and command her. Nope. Okay. So you sort of the pillows.
My great leadership.
No, it's okay. It's not your fault. It's a difficult thing. So the pillows sort of ruffle a little bit and then go very still again. Can you hear this?
You just hear a little voice going, "No."
That's literally what you hear. Yeah, you literally hear this. No.
In fact,
actually, what you hear is no.
Suit yourself, darling.
So what are you gonna do, Bondo? That's a free. Talking is a free action, as we all know. So what are you gonna do?
Leg out the stairs.
All right. Well, she had a chance, I guess. Isn't that awful that you condemned her to probable death by just failing one roll? Sucks, huh?
I didn't fail that test. She didn't.
She failed the test, right? Okay, cool. All right, as you get to the top, you see that there is some very badly thought out barricading going on here, but obviously not how you do it, right?
No,
you know what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
Engineer, the wannabe engineer in me is not happy with the layout.
Right. Okay. Especially because somehow they've managed to get a bed out of one of the rooms and are now dragging it the long way out. And in fact, as you come up, they're literally about to tip it over your head, and you sort of like put a hand to it and push it back over again. And Wavy Davy is there with a Teddy, and you hear this Teddy kind of as you push it back over. But there's also like Ziggy is now wrestling with a. What do you call it? A cabinet, and there's a whole bunch of crap here, basically. Are you going to carry on? Obviously, you're going to carry on through, right? I'm assuming. Okay. New round. So the werewolves now sort of start piling in. Two of them jump over. Well, you don't know what's going on. Actually, none of you can see that around there. So yeah, all you can see are these two werewolves here. That one of them's at the bottom of the stairs. Another one goes past it, and you hear like another growl as werewolves, and you hear this, help. like that. You callous bastard, you're laughing at it. Okay, so that's what you hear. New round though. They don't get the werewolf at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, Dr. Dash is a werewolf, isn't he? He's probably all right.
Dr. Dash is knocked out, in all fairness. So that's cool. What are you gonna do, folks? It's Teddy. It's your go, and you can push. You can let Wavy Davy push this thing over because it's pretty much teetering on the edge anyway.
Yeah, well, we'll assist to make as much of a barricade here as possible. Whatever sort of stuff's around, start like piling it.
Cool. Okay, so you're gonna push the bed over with a whole bunch of barrels and chairs and things like that. Yeah.
Well, I'm saying that now everyone else is up here. I can just fucking leg it down here and have a look in some of these rooms, can't I?
So you're heaving this thing over the edge of the banister. You suddenly realise everybody's up there. You turn to Wavy Davy, who's like panting away trying to push this fucking bed over, and you go, "You got this, mate." I'm just gonna go get something else. Yeah, sure. You say, "What's this? What on earth? What the hell?" Like, oh. And he manages to push it down anyway, so he's now trapped under this bed, teetering on the edge. Yeah, okay. Whoa. So you can peg it down. You can peg it down here if you want to. Where are you gonna peg it to, sir?
Well, I better go check right down this far end as far as I can.
All right. So you're going to check all the way. Okay. So you can't see out the window because it's just too far for you to run. You're just a little halfling. But you can get to the edge towards the window, so you'll be able to have a look out next time. Next up is Ziggy. Ziggy, Ratty, move your ass. Get out of the way. I'm about to drop some serious cool shit here. Watch me. Watch me. Watch me. Look at me.
Well, I'm obviously going to have to turn my back on him to get out of the way.
Yeah,
so
you can move out of the way and turn your back on him. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you do this. You hear this almighty crunch as all this furniture starts teetering down and immediately blocks the area, blocks the whole stairs. So let me just roll. I should legitimately roll for it. Hang on. No, I won't. Okay, fuck it. So he does this amazing. He just blocks it in one movement. And all this stuff goes crashing down and wedges very firmly at the top of the steps. He goes, you see, I told you. That was super cool. Sehr cool.
Yeah?
So I turn around to me and go, so what you do there then? What you do there?
Sorry, Bondo was distracted. What happened?
Yes. Fuck you guys. You do hear a crunch from the bottom of the stairs as this thing smashes into one of the werewolves, and the werewolf actually, not that you know this because you can't see it anymore, but he actually goes through the dresser. And next round he'll be emerging in a full evening gown. like that'll be. But shame that's how cool Ziggy's role was. That not only did it land on the werewolf, but it forced him to quick change into a woman's evening gown. But none of you will see that. Possibly with pearl earrings on and maybe some lipstick. I don't know. Let's see where that takes us. But you won't ever see that because the role was so good. You can't possibly see that. Ziggy knows then. Okay, so now it's Rattigan's go. What's he up to, Rattigan?
Yeah, I honestly don't know what to do.
Wavy Davy's actually rushing over back to the window, and the window's open for some reason, and he's just sort of staring out. He's tentatively putting his head out, and he's just staring at. He's actually staring this direction over here. So I'll give you a little pointer. So he's sticking his head out like this and looking out. He goes, ooh, like that.
I hope you've seen a bloody great big piece of silver that we can use against these bastards.
He goes,
right, I'm going to run over and see what he's looking at.
Now look over there, chum. What do you see? I see a room that locks for you and me. He can't help but singing. I don't know why. So basically, he's pointing out the.
That was your best Bowie yet.
Was that pretty good? Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So he's seen this building, which has got and as you look at it, you notice that the door is actually iron, like proper fucking hardcore door. And you also notice that the building it's actually brick, but it's not brick like plaster and stuff at the.
So hang on, where is this in relationship to?
So over here, this is this building which you haven't actually seen yet, which I think Ziggy.
It's this one here.
It's this one here, yeah. But this thing, this door is iron, super heavy cast iron. The brickwork looks, now that you see it a bit closer, not that you're an expert in these things, but it looks like a much, much sturdier building, like a hugely strong squat building. And he's staring at us. If only we had the key. And he's because he's singing, his voice carries down the hallway. for no reason.
Nothing to do with me.
All right. I want this to be known that if the party dies, it's on Pete. I'm just saying
Wow.
out loud. Okay?
Wow.
So yeah, he's
Harshness.
pointing at this thing. He goes,
Only because it's true,
he
Pete.
goes, maybe.
Yeah, I know.
It turns to Rat and goes, maybe somehow we could jump down. It's not too high, and get to that door and get inside.
This is if this isn't the musical
It's not
episode,
the
it's
musical
kind of it's close, but
Am I damning
But
myself?
we need
that
Wavy Davy Bowie back for that one, don't we?
Does Wavy Davy Bowie only speak in rhyme? Have I fucked myself now? Oh God, what have I done? Okay. He sometimes, to punctuate things, uses rhyming couplets and rhymes. He doesn't always do that.
yeah,
That's
Bowie
it.
would think it's a little bit actual Bowie would think it's a bit naff.
But
to
this isn't
talk in
Bowie. This
rhymes
is
all
Bowie,
the
and
time.
Bowie bears no relationship to David Bowie of the Old World, because it's the old world, Tom. Much like the accent you're doing and the accent I'm doing, they're not real.
Yeah.
Wavy Davy Bowie is not David Bowie. He happens to sound a little bit like him. He's also a singer.
So, but hang on, because there were one or two werewolves at the back door.
Good point. You
Can
can't
we
see
see-
them anymore. But you can see most of the courtyard. So these things you can't see, but you can definitely. The courtyard seems like free at the back.
Empty.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to shout back to Teddy. Teddy, get your ass back here. Oh no, I actually did it. I sort of did a quasi Teddy voice there.
Yeah. No, it was still like West Country enough.
Teddy, you get your ass right back here right now, my lover.
I like it.
That's a term
Well, don't
that's-
do that.
That is a term. My lover is actually a West Country term of affection. It doesn't
Yes.
necessarily mean you're forced.
We're
into
not
a
actually
relationship.
Bedfellows.
lovers.
This is
Unless
not
you want to be.
shipping.
Unless you want to be. That's cool.
We could explore that later on, but
we can explore that later, and that's cool.
yeah.
All right. So what are you gonna do?
yeah,
That's your go, I guess.
that's my go.
We're kind of in narrative now, folks. So we'll take it in order, but now we're sort of a bit loose with what you can and can't do in each round. So, Bondo, it's your go, I believe. Ziggy's like, coming back and goes, "What are you idiots doing?" Bondo, what do you want to do?
Ask pretty much the same question. Come over here and say, "What have you lot seen then? Any ways out of here?"
Wavy Dairy points and goes, "There's a storeroom over there. I know it's pretty far, but I think we can jump down. And if we can get in, maybe we can weather this night out before those were creatures have their way with us, especially the beautiful ones." And just sort of toss his hair back.
Because he's worth it.
Whirly, whirly,
Oh,
where?
you beautiful ones, you're not gonna be golden tonight.
Oh, you hairy one.
Oh, you hairy ones. Yeah. Oh my God, the musical episode is going to happen, folks. It's going to be a thing. There I said it. Not sure when, but it's going to be a thing. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be great. Or it's going to be time of your life. You'll wish to God you could get back. You can't.
Yeah.
Whichever God you believe in. All right. So, okay. So Teddy, what are you going to do, sir?
I do like to listen to Raddy. He is not led us too wrong so far.
Okay.
All right, Raddy, what is it? Come on, I'm coming.
You slag.
They do say that a lot.
Towel in a basket. What?
Towel in a basket. Trouble and strife. Oh, you managed to log the apples and pears in. Nice one. Apples and pears rhyming, cockney rhyming slang for stairs. You get the idea. Cool. You can do Teddy rhyming slang. You can make up like ridiculous things that can't possibly.
Oh,
go.
I'll have to think of some of that. But yeah, sure.
Think of
Let's
some good
do
ones.
that.
Yeah, I think it's a good ones. All right. Okay, so you come back now. You can now discuss amongst yourself, folks, to speed it up a little bit. So discuss amongst yourselves in character what you want to do. There's a time limit on this, so just you go ahead, folks. Way to roleplay.
Well, I can get it. Are you telling me that iron hut down there is that way? It's safe.
We're trying to figure out the logistics of the fact that we're on the first floor, and we've got to. So how high up are we? We're only like.
You're just one story up.
So we can jump down.
Yeah, you can do a jump is different from a fall, so you can definitely do like a jump, or even lower yourself down a little bit and then jump down. Yeah, you can do that. You'd probably be.
Well, I can just scale down and get down there.
You could
anyway,
scale
so that's
down
not an
safely.
issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say to Teddy, I reckon we need a key, and I reckon that might be the one that you picked up behind the bar.
How do you know that?
What key? What are you on about?
Oh yeah, it's true.
Tom,
I don't
you
know how. I
Yeah,
would know.
sorry, Tom.
Well, how do we
fair
even know
enough,
it's
you don't.
locked? How do we even know it's locked?
you can see a great big fuck off lock on the front of it.
Massive great
Fair enough.
padlock with the chain on it. How do you
Okay.
think?
But Tom,
There we go.
you're right in thinking that Teddy could actually pick the lock. That would make sense.
Well, what I'm basically going to say is that Teddy, you got to go first, mate. my brave little soldier.
Yes, yes, Teddy, is it? Do you want us to throw you? You might get further that way.
What do I buggery? Right, I'm down here. Follow me in 5 seconds. No, you know what I mean. Follow me in 10 seconds.
All right.
I'll have it open.
Are you going to scoot out and then just drop down?
Yeah. I'll just do like
Okay.
ninja scales to the surface
Yeah,
down.
you sort of do a little like roll out the window, grab onto the ledge, and then go blip, 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 down a drain pipe or something, and you land on the floor. Please make an initiative test.
All of us?
Should be working.
No, just the small,
Teddy.
just a small dispensable halfling.
Yeah, that's a pass.
What did you get?
Nice.
I missed it.
27.
27. All right,
That's
cool.
a pass.
So you
Pass
land-
by over 40.
Cool. I was going to say actually you can also plus like 10 on it because you've already got relevant skills. You get there and you immediately hear like the werewolves who are at this side of the door. But because the door is facing this way, you manage to immediately like press yourself against the wall. You do also notice there's another couple of werewolves like growling and smashing their way through. Like one of them skirting around the corner. You hear like a woman scream from what presumably is where the pantry like kitchen was, and you hear a smash as a window's broken and the woman screams like, "Ah, yeah!" And that will have this woman screams. I'm not going to attempt to do that. And you're going to scuttle across. You can't get very far.
I'm moonwalking backwards to the.
Okay, you're hoo-hooing your
Building.
way out. Okay, cool. You're not going to be able to get very far because this is all happening in 6 seconds. So realistically,
Yeah. We
so
get
you can
that.
sort of start like moonwalking your way back hoo-hoo, to there. Hoo-hoo. So yeah, you're here basically. All right. Next up is our boy Zygmunt. What do you want Ziggy to do? Because you can give you a bit of. Oh, at this point, by the way, you also hear from below the furniture is starting to smash and and smacked around and is like being rattled, and obviously they're trying to drag all the furniture out.
Typical werewolf hooligans.
Yeah. What are you gonna do with Ziggy?
Well, he can reload his crossbow ready just in case. And
Yes.
then,
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
he's definitely going to be standing, I guess, guard. That's the
Ziggy, yeah, I think he should be covering.
Okay,
shouldn't
yeah,
he?
fair enough. Yeah, I think that's fair enough. All right, so Ziggy sort of like kicks another chair, like another barrel towards it. Oh, he opens everything up. Sorry, I didn't realize how precarious it was balanced. Oop, that's actually pretty awesome. I did that. All right.
Really good Jenga.
Smash. Sorry, we're playing a game. This is live. I'm having too much fun. All right, so yeah, Ziggy sort of reloads his wristbow and pulls out a shield and is now sort of on guard, waiting. Come on, you aliens, you furry dogs! Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, so he's like, bad doggies, is what he shouts down at the furniture being smashed around. Wavy Davy goes, listen, gents, I should probably go and help him. I'll go next. Without waiting for an answer, he just dives out the window. And he also goes down the drain pipe and sort of scurries down pretty easily. And then he starts like, he doesn't moonwalk, he bunny hops. He bunny hops towards, towards boing, 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 boing. He starts bunny hopping towards the storeroom. Okay, he overtakes you as well, Pete. He's pretty fast.
oh, wow,
Next,
okay.
I believe is Ratty. What are you gonna do, Ratty?
Yeah, I'm gonna just sort of like do a really ungainly, like sort of lower myself down, and you know when you like lower and you kind of for a moment you're not sure if oh wait, hang on, oh no, we haven't got into any of the rooms, damn it, shoot. All right, quickly before I lower myself out, I just go just hang on a minute, right, and I'm gonna run quickly into one of the rooms.
Okay.
And to see if I can see any bath robes anywhere.
I knew it.
Slippers,
I knew
anything.
it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're going to do what is known as a quick search. You'll have to do it per room, and that will take you. You can move in, search, and move out of a room in one round. So to do all of the rooms will take you 8 rounds.
No. I'm just gonna go.
Which one are you gonna pick?
All right.
Which door? What's behind door number? Okay, this is definitely a quiz contestant. Why don't we
one
see
here
which door? The 3.
Yes.
You feeling good about the 3, Tom? Or
I'm
was
feeling
this
good
a
about
red
3.
herring?
You're going to gamble?
Was this
Come
a
on,
deliberate
baby.
trap I left you to deny you what you want? I don't know, let's find out.
A giant werewolf chicken just standing there laying eggs that all hatch into weird little man
No
chickens.
spiders.
All right, so you go in. The door's actually open. The door is actually open, so it doesn't take any time to go in. You rush in, and you see around you that this is a really nice bedroom. And there's like somebody. You actually notice there's like a really nice travel bags here, and there's some like clothes over here that's been thrown on the floor. There's also a bathtub in the room. It's a really fancy, nice room. And lo and behold, what do you see? You have one of those moments like here, and it's just this beautiful, impeccable, embroidered, kind of like how yours was originally, but even nicer bathrobe, and it's just hanging there, like and the greenness from the moon sort of catches the angle of the glass, reflects across it, and just shines right across it for a brief moment. The color you can pick what color it is. Oh, it's weird. You can pick the color of it, but it is a brand spanking, awesome, rocking bathrobe, and in the lapel it has the picture of a lamb with an axe through its back.
All right,
Yeah.
slaughtered lamb.
Surely it's always purple. Ratty's
So
always
I
purple. It's
grab
purple.
it.
For cosplay
and
purposes,
I'm
it
going
should
to
be
put it
purple.
on over the one that I'm already wearing.
You put
Okay.
it over the top of that one.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, so this is now double bathrobe.
Double bathrobe.
We'll say it's purple. We'll keep it purple. I think let's keep it nice and easy. Fair enough. So let's keep it purple. So you now have double purple bathrobe.
No, I think this one is green. This one is green.
Sorry, cosplayers. I did try. I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah.
You all heard us. Everybody but Tom was down with it. So okay, it's
So
green.
this is not necessarily a keeper. It's
right.
just I'm just trying it on, but I needed to do that. I needed to.
All right.
Or it could be like Doctor Who, where sometimes he's in one outfit and the other next week he's in a different outfit.
You've regenerated into your green robe.
Okay. So,
Anyway, at the moment I'm wearing both.
You're now wearing both bathrobes. Okay.
All right, and then I kind of run back to the window. And
Bondo's
all right,
been
I'm ready to go now.
I love the fact that Bondo's just waited for you. Like, he hasn't gone. He's been going,
Yeah.
all right then. All right then, lad. Take your
Well, I
time.
helped lower him down.
Yeah. So,
Ooh.
okay. So, by the way...
All right, so then, all right,
Wait,
utility
Tom.
purpose.
A lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff to do in 6 seconds. Just saying.
Okay,
So,
all right.
hold your horses there, sir. So, Jim.
Yeah, that was your bone, Tom.
That was your bone, though, yeah. So that was your bone, sir. So, Jim, what do you want to do when Ziggy's fucking off to have a look for bathrobes?
I'm going to shout to Ziggy to go over to the other building, then climb down as carefully as possible.
Now, you're not a great climber, are you?
Oh, no, this is why I've got short legs, so I want to be as careful as possible.
All right. I'm going to say it's an initiative test. There is a drain pipe there, which you've seen other people use, so I'm going to give you +10 if you want to use the drain pipe, okay? Throwing you the bones left, right, and centre here, folks.
It's going to end badly.
86. That's a fail, and luck won't
Oh,
help you.
fudge me
So
running.
you're now falling, I'm afraid. So that is, let's say it's a 3-yard fall. So it's 6 minus a d6, and those are automatic wounds, I'm afraid, sir.
6 minus d6. Let's roll the d6.
Oh, you lucky fucker.
Me.
All right. I mean, yay! Well done.
Yeah, no, that's better. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
I thought it was the other way around.
Sorry, Jim. So, yeah, so you fall, and actually you manage to, like, land on...
mud.
Yeah, you land basically in the mud, and you just stand up, and it's like thick mud. It's been raining a little bit, I guess, or it's water. No, you know what? Let's make it a little sourpussy. You land in like a trough, like a animal trough, and you land with quite a loud splash. And as you land with quite a loud splash, from inside you hear from inside the inn because you made quite a lot of noise. But on the good news, you are completely unscathed, so no damage.
Oh.
Yeah, you may have alerted all the werewolves to your presence, but apart from that, you're fine. Cool. Okay, so at that point, Ratty, you come out and you hear this massive splash. Teddy, you also hear this massive splash. Ziggy goes, "They're breaking through!" and steps back, and Ratty just hears as his wrist crossbow flies off and right from the furniture, and he goes, "Come on, man, go, go, go!" Yeah, you hear schnell, 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 and you hear from the top. So obviously they're now breaking through the staircase, and they apparently have now maybe heard you from inside the inn. What are you all going to do? What are you going to do, folks?
Well, since I'm going first, I'm going to go and get that lock open.
Okay, so you run to the lock. Are you going to use? How are you going to do that?
I'll try and use it. Well, if it looks obvious that the key's going to fit into it, or likely, then we'll try that first.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. I mean, the lock, it definitely looks like this is the key. Okay, you manage to go click, 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 and you open it, and you pull out the lock, and the door's open, and it's just an empty storeroom in there. But there's like loads of stuff in it. In fact, you're not really taking the room in, quite frankly. It's just the fact you've got it open, and it looks like a sturdy building. This door is quite heavy, and Wavy Davy rushes over to you and actually helps you open it. The door's open. You can absolutely go inside if you want. And you don't.
Yeah.
Right,
I've got night vision, so if it's dark, it's whatever. I should be able to do stuff still.
You can go in. And Wavy Davy's hot on your heels as well, and goes, "Oh, good work. Inside, you see what looks like a store cupboard, but not just any old store cupboard. In the corner, there is a large chimney that comes out the top here, and that looks to be a blacksmith's forge. There is a workstation over here, like a proper workbench. There's a shitload of tools just lining up, and there's a whole bunch of boxes and store stuff and materials. And in this corner over here, you do see a rather large chest, which has got a small lock on it. And there's a couple of... make an initiative test, please.
You always do that to me, Neil.
Yeah, I know.
Your initiative's amazing.
Sorry, I'm just running back and forth. Where are we? Dice. There.
Beep.
Why can't I roll dice?
Do you want me to roll them for you?
No. There we go.
9. Okay, that's cool. So you see, you have a kind of in your brain the jackpot ding moment as you see what clearly looks like Paymaster's small lock boxes here, quite a few of them. A large chest over here, which has got an intricate combination lock, which is quite rare, but usually used for monetary purposes because they're a lot more secure than keys. And it's also the locks themselves are actually quite expensive because they're obviously handmade by dwarven artisans usually. So this area here looks like where it's pay dirt. This looks like where they keep all the finances and cash for the inn. I'm just saying. In the corner, there's a blacksmith's forge.
No worries.
Describe it in a workstation. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. This room is jam-packed. Let's say there's like a rug on the floor there, like that. Cool. Okay, that's your go. Next up is Ziggy. And Ziggy sort of turns and goes, "Go, my friend. I will hold them back. I sound very French now. I don't know why I'm doing that.
I've gone very sick.
Meine Freund, get out the window." He kicks you up the arse. I don't care how bad you smell. And kicks you up the arse again. Just going to pinch that line from Star Wars. So Ratty, it's pretty much your go because Ziggy can't do much. What do you want to do, sir?
So I pulled the belt. You know how bathrobes have got belts?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to pull it out from the bathrobe. And,
the new one?
Yes.
Yep.
And wrap it around the drain pipe and use it to kind of lower myself down, like slide down using it.
Amazing. Okay, I'm going to give you a dex check because we hardly ever have one of those, and I want to make what is essentially a boring skill into something quite funny. So
yeah, I know. We never use dex at all.
Right. What is your dex, just out of curiosity?
My dex is 38.
Okay, so you're going to have 38 plus, let's say plus 10. Why not? I'm feeling generous today. So 48 to make this work. Where's your dice, sir?
These ones
53,
down here.
With luck, you'll pass that.
Yes, I'll use my luck if I've got any.
Yes, you do. Your luck holds, and you manage to just about... Your hands are pretty slippy with fear, but you manage to hold on to it, and you manage to get down the drain pipe.
I am not a sweaty person. I'm not naturally sweaty.
Yeah, you managed to get down.
Just buttered.
You're not actually sweaty. Yeah, this is a fearful moment. You manage to get down, and you get into the courtyard. I lost your character, man. So I don't even know where you are. So where's your character? I completely lost you. Let's throw you away.
Up by the window.
Oh, there you are. There you are. Yeah, I got you. So you manage to get down to the courtyard. You see the doors are open to the storeroom, and Bondo's like kind of clambering out of this food troll. trough, sorry, and you also hear this kind
The trolls.
food troll. Food troll.
Can I just say that as I slide down, and it is sort of,
Yeah.
you know, I do nearly mess it up, and it is a pretty precarious, but I do land on my feet. And then as I'm unwrapping the belt, I just look over at Bondo climbing out of this food drop and just give him a little nod. You know, like...
All right, cool. So you do that, you do nod and start pelting it towards the storeroom. I guess it's now Zoggy. You hear from a shout from Ziggy. He goes, "Back, you fiends! My God, did you see that? I killed 3 of them!" And he jumps out of the. He just jumps out and lands in the trough again. And he has this huge splash. None of you see it because you're all too busy running. And he just sort of rolls out of the trough as you turn around. And he goes, "I killed 3 of them. Oh, never mind." And he just runs out. He sort of runs past you. You guys make it into the room, and he runs in. And I guess Teddy, you can shut the door if you want to. I don't know what you're doing actually. So
If everyone's in,
Everyone's in.
that's the plan.
all right, you shut the door.
And
As you do so,
Try and
yeah, are you doing that? Okay, as you do so, you hear, in fact, you see this enormous werewolf just bursts out the door. The door literally flies off its hinges, even though it was open already. Just smashes through it, and a whole bunch of the werewolves like pounding out like this, like, "Roo!" And he just looks at you and goes, "Oh!" Please make a fear test.
thought I got away.
How many of us? All of us? Some of
No,
us?
everybody else is fine from now on because you've already seen them. But this is the first time that Teddy's got a real proper hard look at a big fuck off werewolf. 95.
Oh boy, it's your turn.
No, it's
Well,
96.
at least it's not. Yeah, exactly.
96.
Exactly.
96 would have been a failure. Okay, so you'll literally go, like that, and Wavy.
Just want to shut the door and get away from it.
Yeah, you can't. You're actually holding onto the door, and to the point where Wavy Davy grabs the door and goes. He sort of gives you another slap on the back of the head and shuts the door and bolts it in several places. And before you know it, you're on the other side of the room, actually weirdly next to where you were heading anyway. But you're still being, you don't know what you're doing, but you've got completely freaked out. You can snap out of fear, but just give me a little while to enjoy you being shaking in your little tiny boots.
Yeah, thanks. I thought I got away with it, but
Yeah. No, not quite. Okay, next up is Ziggy. So he goes, well, "Where are we? Is there a way out of here?" It's defensible, but it's also a tomb. He looks around and starts banging on all the windows. And no, there isn't no windows. He starts banging on all the walls, trying to find a way out. Ratty.
Yes.
Was you want to do, my Liebling?
I'm not sure what there is. So I'm having a look around this room as well. So we know that there's a forge.
There's a forge, yeah. You can all see, those of you...
Are there windows, or are we completely
No,
basically...
there are no windows here. So this is like an iron cast door that you've now, that Wavy Davy buoy has now locked with these are simple locks that you slide, like sliding locks.
So firstly, I do hold out my hand and summon a magic flame, which is something I can do just naturally.
And what do you do when you cast that spell? Because it's been a minute.
Thinking so there are no ingredients involved.
No,
so
you just
what actually happens is I hold out my hand and Spidge comes and sits in it.
Yeah.
And then a sort of little spectral flame appears above his head.
like an exclamation mark, like a thought,
Yeah.
like a thought bubble.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cute. Oh my god. So Mr. Spidge takes off his top hat and little flames underneath it and just goes bing. Brilliant.
Yeah. And yeah, as he takes off his top hat and there it is.
Yeah, lovely. See, the top hat works, doesn't it?
So I tend to go. Actually, this is something that Noodle does. This is because he's the magically charged one.
No, Noodle's
so I
the
go.
girl, isn't it? There's a female one and a male.
Oh yeah, that's right. So I go, Noodle, my love, and she sort of scurries up my arm and sits there on my hand, and takes off. Yeah, little flame. So I've lit. I've got light in the room.
Okay.
I don't know what. So is there? We've got a forge. We've got like where the money is. So that obviously Teddy is clearly already crawling all over that.
Yep.
Is there anything else that I sort of speaks to me? Speaks to my sensibilities. Is there anything I notice? Can I do like a sort of?
You can do like an intuitive search test, like observation.
Observation.
Test. Yep. So that's your initiative plus any relevant skills you may or may not have. Like excellent vision is useful if you have that.
I've got night vision, if that helps.
Nah, that doesn't do dick really, especially because you lit up the place. Just a straight initiative roll, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a success. Yep, you can
Yeah.
tickle it around. You do sort of notice, you stepping around, you do something that because you don't really like do this very often. So what happens is you have to call on Gary the Brain. You decide that Gary will
no.
speak to you.
All right, so I go,
know.
oi, Gary, oi, Gary, what? Can I, Gary, wake up, Gary, wake up,
No, I'm sorry, I'm awake. I'm up.
Gary,
Hello,
oi,
hello, Ratty.
are you with me? Are you there?
Yeah, who is it? Are you? You're
It's me.
Ratty.
You're my brain.
Oh, that's
You're
right. I'm
my
your
brain.
brain. You talk to me
Gary,
because you have
Gary.
an uncomfortable relationship with thought. Okay.
Right.
What was it? Oh, who was it? Yeah.
I know
right.
I know you've been tired. I know you had to shut down because
Yeah.
of the
A lot of
scary
stuff.
wolf. Yeah, a lot of things.
Oh,
You've had a long day. I know.
It was a long
Gary,
week, really, but
it's-
long week. Anyway, what do you want? What do you want to see, Ratty?
Can you see anything around here that I might be able to use in any useful way against the scary hairy men?
Oh yeah. They're called werewolves, by the way. Because they're wolves,
Are
and
they?
they were like humans and that, but they're actually wolves now. Werewolves, yeah. I know.
They were wolves. They
not
were
like
wolves.
WHERE.
They are wolves.
Where are they? Where are the wolves? Because they're not wolves. They're like men wolves.
No,
That's what
Gary,
they call
they
werewolves.
are
That's a
wolves.
certainty. All right.
Gary, they are wolves.
Where are the wolves? So you want to?
Where are they?
What do you say?
I don't know. They're outside.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, why don't you have a little walk around and have a look at the room, and just let it come to you. You know, let the thought.
Is
come
that
to
what
you.
you've got? Oh, Gary, go back to sleep. That wasn't worth it at all.
All right, love. Nice to see you. Good chat. Good talk.
Gary, that was rubbish advice.
All you hear is his brain sort of goes back to sleep. For those, by the way, anybody that doesn't know what this bit is about, we decided to make Ratty, who's got uncomfortable.
We?
Yeah, the royal we
Who?
decided to make Ratty have to speak to his own brain to work out something which is cerebral and heavily intellectual, because he's not really that guy, right?
And weirdly, his brain is based on Neil's dad.
That's true. That's exactly what my dad sounds like. Give or take a little bit of flavouring. So that's Gary the Brain.
Gary the brain.
So he's basically his
Dad
suggestion.
Dad Bon, as Queenie the Savage just said.
Dad
Yes.
Bon, okay.
Definitely Dad Bon.
So his advice is just have a little walk around, and maybe it will come to you.
All right.
So,
Well,
what are you gonna do?
did I just wasted around just doing something which I was?
Well, what are you gonna do though? Because what's the plan?
All right. I'm just looking around with my flame hand, but it's probably someone else's turn now because my
But
turn
are
has gone on.
you
forever.
gonna walk around or not? Are you gonna follow his advice?
I am going to walk around.
All right.
Yes, I'm following Gary's advice.
So you walk around a little bit and you have a look around, and you actually the first thought is it must be somebody's go right now. You start looking around like
Yeah, I've had a really long go. Yeah.
A really long thought process.
It's a lot of thought for 6 seconds.
And as you do that, you sort of get to the center of the rug, and you just hear this creak as you creak into a floorboard, and the whole floorboard seems to dip more than floorboards tend to do. That's your go. So
right.
next up is Ziggy. Ziggy is
Bondo.
now just sharpening weapons. Bondo, it's your go, sir.
Right then, I can recognise the forge. That's
That's a forge, that is.
That's a forge, yeah. And there's decent tools. This is a good forge.
Can you make an initiative test plus 20 because you've got a lot of skills going on?
Oh, nice. Pass. Oh, my initiative.
Nice. Okay, you passed.
Yeah, naturally passed.
Good. Okay. So you get around, you realise that you're in a forged room, and that you can actually see lots of equipment, lots of tool arounds, and lots of other tools. You can also see a workbench in front of you. On top of the workbench, you do see something quite extraordinary, which is a magazine. You actually have to do a double take. It looks old, and it's pretty, like the colours have sort of faded, like it's been in the sun too long. But you suddenly realise that it is a MacIver original #1 of the pamphlets, the sort of like the story pamphlets.
Oh
But
wow!
it's a rare. No, it's like still like together. It's got little like crustiness and little like its edges of like
Curled
crumpled a bit.
corners and things
Yeah,
like
all
that.
that kind of stuff. Well thumbed, but it is an original #1 Mac Ivor pamphlet. It's like 20 pages long.
Oh,
Yeah,
lovely.
and it just has the picture of this like iron suit on the front.
Wait,
of
well,
it.
there's collectibles in this game now. What?
There is collectibles. Yeah, the Mac Ivor pamphlets are quite rare, especially #1. So this is #1. It's got a big iron suit on the front of it, and it's got Mac Ivor in big letters, and it looks pretty cool. So you do find that.
Love it.
Cool. Okay, and you also find, you look around and you find this is a forge as well as a storeroom. There's every tool possible you can think of, and most of them you don't even know what they do. You also see some places where you can mix and some pestles, some mortars. There's a chemistry set. This thing is basically geared up like for an alchemist or something. It's pretty cool. So this is definitely like this is something that Mike Ivor would be truly proud to be trapped in. I'm just saying.
I like it.
Cool.
And Bond
Now-
Lights is a great deal.
Neil, I hate to sort of break fourth wall here, but I've got like 3 minutes before I need to be on a
I'm
work
literally
meeting.
about to
So,
wrap it up, sir. Yeah, literally about
Okay.
to. No worries. Okay, so that's everybody's go, right? David Wavy, as you all sort of experience all these things going on, David Wavy goes, "Hey, I don't want to be a downer, but listen," and you can't hear anything. No,
that's a good sign, right?
He goes,
That's it. That sounds good to me. Yeah.
he looks back and goes, "No, I mean, really listen." And you hear this like, he goes, "Hey, Lodge, I don't mean to be a shower bush, but I've been talking to the other people out here, and they think it's quite rude that you've locked your shelf into this nice cozy store cupboard. So we're just gonna wait for you to come out and then eat you." Yeah.
Wow.
Dr. Dasher is now woken up. I think at this point, folks, with P having to go, sorry, I was about to say fuck off, but go to work. I think at this point, we should probably leave the adventure here. But what a predicament you find yourself in. No windows.
That's not cool.
Stuff out there, possibly. Is this going to be the A-team ending that we've all been dreaming of? I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Can I just say,
Yeah.
what happened to the Troll Slayer that was hanging out in the pub?
Fell over backwards and broke his neck.
Yeah. I killed
His
him.
head was on the back of his shoulders.
I killed him quicker than I can't even think of the metaphor. That's how fast I killed him.
It's a quick thing on National Quick Day.
Yeah, there you go.
Did he die? Was it last episode? I can't
He
remember.
died last episode. Yeah. They all
Oh,
died.
wow,
Quite a few of them.
okay.
Anybody on watch went out. Anybody that ate the Well, I say died. I mean, he fell off and broke his neck and whatnot. But all these people.
What an
collapsed.
embarrassing way for a Troll Slayer to
Yeah.
go out.
Yeah,
His
talk about robbing.
ancestors would not be proud.
No, robbing yourself of doom. That's what makes it so tragic. Any road up. Well, sorry about the slightly abrupt ending, folks, but this was kind of, always going to be one of those things of having to work out where we need to stop. So I think this is appropriate. Does somebody?
It feels it.
Jim want to do the honors? I think Tom, you haven't had a go at this, have you? Oh wait.
Someone did the table.
Wait. Just want to say very quickly, thank you very much for tuning in, folks. Thank you to Yogo for being our amazing mod. Thank you to the
Yes,
players.
Yogo.
Yeah.
And thanks to everybody
Yeah.
really turning up as well. So
Thank
thanks.
you, listeners. And also, I believe while we were on air, more people were boosting the Discord.
Oh, amazing.
I'm not sure.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I'm
well
not
done,
sure.
guys and girls, and everything
so.
in between.
There was
Thank you
definitely
very
some
much
talk
indeed.
of it in the chat. So if that was happening, then that's even more amazing. So thanks for that. And with that,
And we should also thank you to Neil at some point as well.
No,
Right?
fuck
He
that.
does
Just
do
at the
some
table,
good.
thanks to the guy who made Neil's burger. Thanks, burger guy.
Yay.
Great burger.
Bicycle
people.
burger dude.
And flip.
And with that, we out.
We out. Peace out. All right, folks, take it easy. See you next time at the table. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.